Thank you for joining us for Session 8 of The Drop here on hjrpg. For past episodes, you can go to happyjacks.org/thedrop to see what we've been up to. And you can go to happyjacks.org/shows for anything and everything we've been up to. The Happy Jacks Network has a lot of stuff. Like, honestly, you could just be there forever. The game we're playing is set on a space station called Draupnir Station, aka The Drop. And it was originally in one RPG system, and then we wiggled it, and then it fell apart. And now we're in some new bullshit that I made up. So, and am actively making up as we go. So it's basically the game you played with your friends at the sandbox in grade school. I have a force field. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Is what we're playing.
The rules are just holding you back, man.
Yeah, exactly. So, I hope you enjoy that ride. We're having fun. It is a sci-fi space adventure with a cyberpunk aesthetic. And, I hope you're enjoying it. If this is your first episode, wow. Thank you for joining us. Stick it out. It's going to be a wild ride. Somebody just got yanked up through an elevator. Like out the elevator service door. So, that's exciting. A bunch of stuff is happening. But let's introduce our players. Let's start down here with Clara.
Hello, I am short 2 wisdom teeth and up 2 bonus holes. I'm Clara, and I'm playing Yrsa Aven, the Bruiser. I'm not on the good drugs, this is just what I'm like now. How you doing?
So it's going to be that kind of night.
I guess so.
It's been a long weekend. Joey.
Hi, everybody. I am the human embodiment of rolling a 7 to 9, Joey, and I am playing the Daphne of our group, Max Ego, who has once again been separated from the group and is probably gonna totally be fine.
Yeah, that big Daphne energy.
Yeah.
That's what BDE stands for.
Big
Now
Daphne
I understand.
energy.
Yeah, okay.
Totally what I was going for.
Nick, tell us about your BDE.
I don't have enough time for that. Anyone who's watching, I chose a very poor moment to apply my prosthetic, so here I am holding my hand to my face, gluing this thing on. However, that is because my character, Sacha Balabanov, has a neural comm implant that comes out as a silver piece between his ear and his jaw. So I'm applying that because I believe in verisimilitude.
All right.
All right, and I'm Michelle Otis, and I am playing Cece, mechanic extraordinaire, and also freaking out a little because of... oh, no, I'm not in the elevator.
Oh, no.
No. I'm eating a lot of food right now.
This gets into
Sach.
what I wanted to do today. Is I'm going to do like a sum up, but I want to do like in a minute or less. What do you remember happening to your character last time?
I remember we came off of Sach's ship. I pulled
Signy,
thank you, Signy from the apartment. And got her to safety, and then, I don't think I did much else because everybody else kind of kicked ass. And now we're just waiting for Yrsa to get Max. Everything is good. We're eating some munchies and having a good old time.
Yeah, ordered room service. Yeah. Okay. Sach, what do you remember from last time?
After I pilot ship to the edge of habitat, we got off and we were able to subdue the villains who had kidnapped Signy, and then we decided to cut deal with them so that we were not forced to kill. And then we had party with room service while Yrsa went to get Max after he had provided great distraction.
Is continuing to provide great distraction. Max?
Yeah.
What do you recall?
Everything's fine. Situation normal.
No. Accurate.
Yeah, those things are not mutually exclusive. Or inclusive. Anyway, Max threw a giant party at the lobby of this hotel brothel moment and decided to seize the moment and try to earn some money for the people who were discovered on the ship that we found. What are they called? The Returned?
Yeah, the returned.
Recovered.
The recovered. The recovered.
Please
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
call them returned.
The Returned is a TV show, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, things were going really, really well, and then someone was being all sneaky and being all invisible-y and tried to get me, and then my big, strong bodyguard came and saved me, and we got in an elevator to head back up to the penthouse to meet our friends, and then I got yoinked from above.
Super big Daphne energy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is what I'm saying.
Was it Hutch or Cred who was in the elevator?
I think Hutch
I think
was
it's Hutch, yeah.
Yeah, Cred is having room service. So, speaking of that bodyguard,
I might be bad at my job.
I bet you're wondering how I got
You're
here.
wondering how I got here. So, my friend got kidnapped. Well, no, held hostage. Kidnapped and hostage are very different things.
Yep.
Because we knew where she was.
Yeah, she was in her home.
Yeah, in her home, so that's fine, sort of. We staged a retrieval of, or a rescue of friend Signy. And while Max provided an excellent distraction, I did what I usually do in combat, which is the worst skill thing possible, which is always a grapple, because it's always effective. And then everything is fine. Puzzle solved. No other problems ever except for my character's love life. And so I went to go pick up Max. And because I could not exist without... Sorry, people are moving around. It's very distracting. Because I could... Anyway, because Jason is a very wonderful and kind GM. He got my other charge kidnapped again. Almost Deus Ex Machina style, just from above.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of opportunities to get away from that situation and chose to handle it in a very specific way.
I did get away from that situation by crowd surfing to the elevator. It was the only option.
It wasn't even, like, under my nose. It was just, like, above me. Just from above.
Yep. So, I want to pick up in this moment where we are in the elevator. Well, you and Hutch, Yrsa, are in the elevator as the top opens and Max is electro-lassoed and yanked up as the elevator is reversed down. And Hutch looks at you like... She's expecting you to do something. What do you do?
Can I get fired? I'm just curious before anything goes forward from here.
Are you asking me, the GM?
I don't know.
What do you do?
I'm gonna climb out the hole in the top of the elevator.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe see
Jump
if I
up.
can grab...
Do a pull-up.
Can I
and-
grab Max's foot?
Ooh.
Is he too far away?
Well, let's see. That would be
I don't want to roll.
extremely fast, but
There's a reason why my dice box is closed. I'm hoping I don't have to roll anything this week.
I'd be open to you rolling athletics, but I would probably pull your physical down from strong to flat.
Okay, well, hold on. I just realized I did not pull up my character sheet today. I'm gonna look on yours.
Okay, well, it's 2d6 plus 1.
Okay. 7 plus 1. That's an 8. 8 is passing.
Okay. Sure. We'll say that.
It's upsetting.
It's the
So-
C
so's a
minus.
D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say C gets a degree.
True. All right. Yeah, you leap out after Max and manage to grab onto his ankle.
This is fine. Can I see who's got him? Like,
Yeah, because this like bodysuit is now like flickering invisible because he's like grabbed onto something and the effect doesn't spread to it. It's not magic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a classic like black bodysuit, kind of like a bug eye, like what? Probably because it's pressure rated, right? So whatever that is probably a whole pressure situation.
Okay. Not useful. Well, I mean, in that, like, no identifying marks, Okay, I made a mistake by grabbing onto Max, because now I have to hang on to him and also do whatever I'm doing next.
Well, I also need to remind you that Max was grappled with an electro lasso.
God damn it.
So, Max, I need you to roll
No, I'm not rolling anything tonight, Jason.
something.
I
He's
told
wearing
you.
rubber shoes, though, so I don't get to touch any of it.
Did I not mention that my entire outfit today was latex? Did I not
I
mention that?
assumed it was. And yet,
Here we are.
We're
So-
making bold and powerful choices tonight.
so I suppose we're rolling social plus perform?
Yeah, that's right.
No.
No.
No. All right, so I'm going to have you...
Wait, he's acting like someone who is being held by
Like,
the
yeah.
electro whip.
I'm
and
ready to go full
his bodyguard.
Aquafina and just sing Hotel California at them.
Sure.
Please do this.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that was a fun moment. Roll 2d6 plus 1, please. I'm having you roll athletics.
That's 7.
And you got doubles.
I got doubles.
Which is meaningless in this game,
Yeah.
but good for you.
Don't
Thank
do that
you.
to me.
Who has has anyone racked up 5 XP yet?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Not
Nope.
tracking it.
Okay. So if you miss a roll, that's definitely XP. There'll probably be other stuff that you get for eventually as well. But if you get 5 XP, I am open to boosting a skill up. I think the attributes are pretty much going to remain where they are. But for right now, we're going to spend XP on skill points. So
Okay.
no skills can go over 2. Everything's capped at 2. But you can buy it at 1, and now untrained skills are only -1, not -3. All right, so they're not as totally devastating as they used to be. But so that first point that you buy brings you from -1 to +1, which is a pretty big swing, and then that last point is just a +1. So that's what we have so far. Sach, is there anything that you want to spend your XP on right off the bat?
I'm thinking about it right now.
Okay, that's fine. Anybody else?
I have to think about it.
Okay.
I'm rolling a lot of 7 to 9s, so I only have 1 XP so far.
Yeah.
I'd have to go through my notes to see how much XP I've gained, because I know it's a lot.
Okay.
But due to my
like the
own
last week,
folly,
yeah.
I have not tracked it well enough.
Okay, well, let me know when you tally it up.
Yeah.
All right, Max, so I'm going to give you a choice. Mm-hmm. Either you can twitch in such a way that you kick Yrsa away from you, like you break her grasp,
Okay.
and she won't get shocked, or you don't. She'll maintain her grasp, and you'll both get shocked.
Well, I mean, Yrsa spent her turn to grab a hold of me. I don't want to negate that, so I will.
Sure.
You know,
don't
I'm
wanna,
being considerate.
Yeah, you don't want to undo her agency as a player.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're not watching, you're missing some gold with Clara's face here.
Yeah.
It's stress damage. You can take stress damage.
Why do I play with you guys?
So I'm gonna need. We're gonna roll. Let's see, 2d6 stress, but I want each of you to roll one of them.
Okay.
Okay, so total of 6.
Total of
Total of
6.
6.
All right, so both of you take 3.
Okay, that's not the worst. I can take 3 damage. Wait, this is stress damage.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And the ascent. Let's say Max is uncomfortable, right? He
I would
was
say that's fair.
he was sort of like rocketing up the elevator shaft with you in tow, and then a whole other person latched on.
This was not my best plan. I just want to throw that out there. I will take responsibility for the fact that this was not my greatest plan.
It's not a bad plan. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, we're working on instinct.
Yeah, I mean, there are worse plans.
Do
So,
not shoot you.
There you go.
There we go.
so I'm going to say that this person's ascent is not like fully arrested, but like comes off of whatever they were grabbing onto because they were doing like big pulls, like whoosh,
Oh.
and because the gravity's a little lighter way up here. But it's not that much lighter. So, by the way, they were towing a whole ass human being and doing like one arm throwing pull-ups of just like launching themselves up the elevator shaft.
So I've graduated from Daphne to Fay Ray.
Wait, what? I don't know.
The blonde from King Kong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's that. But,
Maybe, yeah.
nonetheless,
Or the airplane.
your success, Yrsa, I mean, we'll put air quotes around that, but your success also succeeded in this guy, like, got kind of like, bing, 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 like, but before they could, like, grab onto a rung again, right?
Oh, there's no like wire or anything. He's just climbing, or they're just climbing.
Yeah, there's no cable for the elevator.
Oh, for some reason I thought they were Mission Impossibling this.
Oh.
Okay, this
Yeah.
much easier to figure out.
The,
my-
the elevator's all
yeah,
like
they're-
magnetic induction bullshit, you
brilliant.
know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what she was picturing because, like the little grappling hook gun and then it zoop,
Yeah,
zips
that's
you
what
up.
I got.
Yeah, that's not a bad image. It's just that effect is happening from the elevator went down and this guy threw himself up, or themselves, right? We don't know. So yeah, I mean, was going up very fast.
Yes.
So it's not a bad mental image to have started with. It's just there aren't any cables or anything. So what's next?
I mean, I'm trying to retrieve Max. Sort of a weird situation. Can I? There are ladder sort of rungs here. That's what he was pulling himself on.
Yep,
Or
yep.
the other guy. If I can. Fuck it. I'm gonna grab a rung and pull the other way.
Okay. So
Make a wish.
Max, how do you feel about cybernetics?
Oh, Lord.
I can't. You know what? Never mind.
It would not be the first game I've played in the last year where I've lost a leg.
I don't think I'm gonna lose anything.
With actually two of the players at this table.
No. You're not gonna lose anything.
Was I in that game?
No.
Okay, good. Like, I don't remember this, so now I feel bad.
Lose your leg?
In Dying Embers.
Oh, you did. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Did you get it back? Do you know where you left it? Or
Oh,
like...
I knew exactly where I left it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I make no apologies.
Okay.
Go.
So, just to make sure you have all of your
That was on
options.
me, because I did not negotiate with demon terrorists.
I do remember this. Okay. Sorry.
So, Yrsa, you've launched up, you've grabbed a hold of his ankle.
Yes.
And you're thinking about grabbing a rung. So, just so you have the full picture, he is being pulled up by this, like, kind of under one armpit lasso thing.
Yeah.
That another, like, some of your options include climbing Max like a tree.
That
and
seemed like the less good option at the
cutting,
time.
trying to cut the thing. Maybe hanging on to Max and try to shoot whoever, like shoot past Max, which is very dangerous. But grabbing a rung is also an option.
I'm currently leaning towards the Spider-Man, stabilize with one arm and pull with the other.
Oh.
However,
I think
wanna
that's the
Gwen
Captain
Stacy.
America.
Yeah, can
move.
we?
I do
can we
remember
not?
this.
Can we stop at Fay Ray and not go to Gwen Stacy?
however,
That ended great for her. I didn't finish the comic book, but I assume it was fine.
How's our buddy? Our buddy's busy bouncing around in the shaft because he's been forcibly dragged the other direction, or how's he looking?
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell. It's hard to imagine him not being a little injured, at least.
Awesome. Okay, that
But
actually
you just have no visual indication of like who is in this suit. Even like, it's not a masculine or feminine build. It's
You know what?
just hard to tell anything about them.
Can I climb faster than him? Probably. He's got someone else with him.
There's a chance,
Awesome. Let's do that. I'm gonna see if I can climb up faster than him and get to.
but using the rungs and not Max.
Using the rungs, not Max.
Okay.
I Doesn't seem like a useful plan.
The cliffs of insanity.
This is such a weird puzzle thing, and I want to remind you I did have surgery on Friday.
I mean, it's not really meant to be a puzzle.
It feels like
It's
one.
this guy yoinked him out of the elevator.
First you put Max in the boat, and then you take Max across.
Amazing.
And also, just curious, because we're in an elevator shaft and not, like, in the brothel proper.
Yeah.
Can I contact anyone?
You can. Do you have a brain connector?
No.
Oh. The problem is the whole like hotel, especially the upper levels, is just full of white noise generators, and so microphones basically don't work. So texting is fine, but it's built to not be able to hear what's happening next door, and
Why?
Yeah, I can't imagine why. Max, are you awake?
it's a weird
yeah, I'm
engineering
totally aware.
choice, but
Do you want to call for help while I work on this person?
There, I have help.
Is this a conversation you're having in the elevator shaft?
Yeah, kind of. Like, you up?
So
and getting further up.
Yrsa, let's go with your instinct. You want to haul yourself up and climb faster than this guy who's hauling a whole ass human being.
Yes.
Let's roll athletics again.
Okay, cool.
And this time I'm not reducing your physical. You can just roll strong.
Oh my god.
That's not that good.
It's not great.
Oh, it's a 10. No, it's a 9.
It's a 9. A 9 is still a success.
Can I assist in some way?
I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
You can assist without needing to roll, or you can text your friends. I'm a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
I mean, I'm gonna assist without needing to roll. I'm
Okay.
gonna assist. That's what Max would do. Like, Max is in the moment. He
Okay,
doesn't-
what is it you do to help Yrsa catch up?
I pull on the lasso
Okay,
to give him more drag so she can get closer.
figures.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, no, so what I'm picturing, if this completes the picture okay, is Max, like, actually, like, creates slack in the line, and then drops back down and, like, becomes that dead weight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because you're pretty strong, right? You've got
Yeah, I've got a +1 athletics.
Yeah, and flat physical, so yeah.
And a lot of experience being dead weight. So
Yeah. So,
Sure.
so yeah, you just create a drop,
Ah.
and Yrsa has a chance to close some of that distance.
Cool.
The group of you in the apartment get a text message from Hutch that there is an emergency in elevator shaft 3, and Max has been. I don't know how much she could. Oh, she probably has an induction link, so she just like brain talks and sends a fairly complete picture of what's happening, maybe even literal picture. That's why not?
that.
So she spends her action like getting on top of the elevator, like trying to figure out. Oh yeah, chung, 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 like takes pictures and sends this message to you and Cred, and I was pointing at Sach when I said you. Sach,
What floor?
the pictures look like they're somewhere between 50 and 53
Okay.
at the time the picture was taken.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't remember what floor Signy was supposed to be on. Did we say?
I don't think we did. It was
It does
higher
not
floor.
say it was higher, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
the top.
I'm going to say, don't hold me to that number. They are below Signy's floor when that picture was
Sure.
taken, but traveling up.
Signy, when people came in, was that did you let them in, or did they have a way in without you? And I ask because we have to go now, and I want to see if you will be safe.
Oh, I'll be safe.
All right.
And Cred's already, like, heading out the door.
Okay, I'm following Cred. I drop my gas giant on the floor. I do grab one last onion ring.
Yeah.
I do too, like shoving one
Yeah.
in my mouth and running after Sag.
So, Cece, you're there, too. Sach and Cred go running out without much explanation.
No, if I see them run out the door, I'm going after.
I mean, Sach dropped his gas giant.
Yeah,
like
and he wouldn't do that.
yeah,
unless it was
that's
an
a goddamn emergency. All right, so let's. So you three hustle towards the elevator shaft. You know that it's supposed to be elevator 3. How are we going to get it open? Because the elevator ain't coming.
You have idea? I can assist.
I'm sure I can, like, beep, beep, boop, something.
Yeah, there's, I think there's probably an electronic solution, there's a mechanic solution.
I think electronics, well, I mean, my mechanic's higher, but...
Oh, actually, engineer, I think, well, I guess engineer is kind of making things, is how we had... Yeah, let's roll mechanic.
So I'm imagining there's like some sort of manual crank or something.
Yeah.
That's barely a 7.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you managed to like rip open the emergency like pressure panel, and then you're pulling on the thing, and you're like, like it's really like hard to pull.
Sach.
Is more stuck than
Sach!
Okay, yes.
Sach, roll athletics, please. Oh my.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's
Strong like bear.
it's big. It's like 14 or something?
Only 13. I'm a
13?
+1 for athletics.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, only.
Yeah.
Only.
So, yeah, you, the two of you, like, managed to crank down on this lever, which then just releases the pressure of the door. They don't, like, wing open. But I think that little bit of... Well, no, but then we just had that big old 10+. So you were there to help.
If you want to say it, I'm in like my full suit. So after I do that and the pressure's released, I probably have like a tool that we can use to lever it open and then push.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to think if you get there before they come up past you. And yeah, I mean with that amazing like pull, and you've got Cred there, extremely motivated and helpful because her friend is in there.
Of course.
And yeah, the two of you like wrench the doors open. As you, yeah, I think you just look and you could see them coming up. They're just maybe 5 or 6 floors down.
Okay, and we can see that someone has Max in an electro whip, or
It's pretty hard. The electro whip is the easiest thing to see
because it's glowing.
But this person in full blackout outfit, it's obviously a pressure suit, but like not heavily armored, or at least it doesn't look armored, is whizzing up through. Like you can see you see at least one of the big pulls, but. Then the electro is like this, blue sparky bit, but it's really hard to see past that. Like that's a pretty good sized elevator shaft. It's the elevator you could probably stand 8 or 10 people in there pretty comfortably. So it's an elevator shaft that fits that elevator.
Okay.
But there's a lot to take in a very quick moment here. So.
This has a lot of tension and a lot of fast energy, so I think Sach shouts, "Stop, or I will shoot."
Okay. Also, for the viewer, I want to note that last time I was rewatching our fumble through initiative order. PBTA doesn't use initiative orders, and we don't need to either, so we're going to just do the thing. And the bad guys do stuff when you roll poorly, or if I take a hard move. So, Sach, I think you're going to have to roll Intimidate.
Oh, yeah.
Which
I'm super
is...
great at that.
Oh, Lord. So I'm open to negotiate or... we don't really have an Intimidate skill anymore.
Yeah, Persuade.
Persuade, I think, yeah.
Using.
Yeah, Persuade plus Physical is fine.
Okay. So roll with advantage on 3d6
Yep.
with Persuade? Okay.
Because you're using your physical intimidation as a source.
11.
Okay. So the result is that you definitely this person's head like whips around because it was like looking to grab a thing and was mostly watching behind them, but whips the head up and is extremely distracted, and whatever he's pulling behind him just like pinballs around like
Great.
bing, bing, but you were successful, Sach. You got this person's attention and is they're like trying to figure out how to like they're pulling this lasso and you spooked them, and so they're gonna try to whip their Max back and forth. They're gonna try to grab on, send Max ahead, and try to deal with you. Right?
Okay.
So that's probably fine.
Yeah.
So, Max, I do need you to, when we get pinballed around a little bit, it's possible to take this without getting hurt. So, I want you to roll athletics.
Okay.
Unless there's a better skill that you like.
Can I use persuade to not make me roll?
No.
Okay. Athletics is fine. That's an 8.
Okay, so roll 1d6.
Okay, 4.
4, and then -1 for your armor, so you take 3 physical damage.
Okay.
3 HP.
Don't.
Yeah.
Hey, asshole, this isn't a liar!
But yeah, you have their attention, Nick, and they whip Max up above, and Max. So you reach like the end of this arc, or at least you could feel yourself slowing, right? Of like, it'd be really great to get out of this thing.
Sure. Yeah, would love
You're
it.
tied up, aren't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean only the one. You've got the other arm,
Right.
so maybe at the apex you could, or maybe was
My thought was to. I see the open door, like on Tower of Terror.
All right.
I would like to try to launch myself at Sach through the open door.
Okay, so Sach, you have your gun out, and then you see Max coming up, and you're gonna try to reach out and grab him.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
gonna reach out and touch someone.
Okay.
Reach out and touch me.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have Max roll athletics again.
Oh, Lord.
I can't think of a more
No,
appropriate
that's it.
roll.
That's correct.
Oh,
Okay, there we go. That's an 11.
Okay. That's incredibly successful. You are going to grab onto Sach. Now, we need to see what happens to Sach.
Yep.
This feels like a two-parter.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you've got a lot of advantage in this situation. You're ready. You're braced. You're
Okay.
strong, like bull.
I just want the record to show I did my job.
Oh,
I
that's
did
how
my
it's gonna-
part of the
that's how it's
project.
gonna be tonight, huh?
So the thing I'm gonna, you know what, Sach, I am gonna apply. No, I'm not gonna reduce you to flat, but I am gonna apply a -1.
Okay.
Only because tell me if this is wrong. But as Max is coming up and you reach out, like Max is like actively sparking and being electrified.
Right.
And to reach out and grab that is like an effort of will because you're sticking your hand in the fire.
Absolutely.
Is there any hesitation for Sach, or is Sach just gonna, like that's not an issue?
I think Sach. I don't think it's an issue because I'm fully protected in
Sure.
the suit.
Okay.
And so I know what it can take.
Well, I accept that. So no -1.
Okay.
Yep.
10.
All right. So yeah,
Glad I got rid of that -1.
I know.
double 10 plus is hard to argue with. You pull him through, and not even tumble into a mess or anything, right? You just like Sach take a big step back. Max, let's kind of like get a running stop, like. And the only thing is the rest of the tether is still behind you in the elevator
Well,
shaft.
for sure.
But we can come back to that. Yrsa, what are you doing?
I level with this guy who's very distracted now.
You're catching up. Yeah.
Am I Within arm's reach.
I think you could get within arm's reach if...
I'd like to do my second grapple of the night.
Okay, so I want an athletics move just to close the distance.
Sure. Am I taking any minuses?
No. You're doing your thing.
That's a 12.
Did you roll all 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I only saw 2 dice. Okay. Great. Well, I mean, 12, great. Anyway, if you hadn't rolled all 3. But yes, you close the distance easily, and let's go ahead and roll your melee.
Yeah, that's the end of my good luck. Watch. Oh, no, okay.
That's outstanding.
That's another 12.
Great.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so you grab onto this person. I'm going to give you a few different options, right? You can kind of up your damage roll if you want. You can... So the problem is, if you just grab onto them with everything, you're in free fall.
Oh, for sure.
Right? But if you want to take something from them, they still have the other end of that tether. But you can see that it's actually in a like forearm, infinite rope situation.
Oh, fun.
But electrified.
Yeah.
So you could cut that or yank it out or whatever. But I'm going to give you like two pulls, right? So you can like up your damage. You could break the tether. You could grapple this guy. You know, like.
What I'd like to do, if you'll let me, is grab him and throw him back down.
Okay.
Because gravity will do the rest.
Yes.
And
That
there's
is.
an elevator theoretically waiting for him.
Yes. Okay. So that's going to be a grab and a throw, not a detach or.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Can I cut that? I can't really cut that, can I?
Don't you have a knife?
I do have I'm sure I have a knife. I don't think I ever wrote down that I have a knife. I have a knife.
I mean, it's
a
hard to
knife.
imagine
Yeah, I
you
think
not
we
having
did
I have
all
a
a
that.
knife.
knife because, as I quote, mag boots fail,
This is
knives
true.
are forever.
This is true, I have a knife.
I would have assumed so.
Yes. Okay. That sounds like 3 moves. We are not playing Pathfinder.
No, we're just going to do 2.
So, in that case, I would like to 1, cut the rope.
Yep.
2, stab the dude.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nice swift.
Yeah, sort of a follow-through motion.
All right. I think this is probably going to count as an armor-piercing weapon. So roll 2d6, and I'm going to ignore half of his armor.
Okay. This is where I fail. Okay, it's a 7.
7.
Plus your melee, right?
Plus my melee?
No, this is just damage.
Oh,
Okay.
just
Yeah,
damage. Oh, I
yeah.
see.
You already hit.
Okay.
But yeah, you get your knife out, you slash through the tether, and then bring it back down. I'm going to say, like, kind of in this clavicle area.
Excellent.
You got a 10 plus 2. So I'm going to say there's a close moment. Like, you jam down. Are we okay with a little bit of, like, graphic violence?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to cross it. The X card is always on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free. Don't be afraid to use it. But you jam it down into this, like, clavicle area, and more than anything, you feel this, like, metal on metal scraping.
Oh, I hate it.
And then you're like, oh, like there's a moment where you thought you weren't going to get your knife back out, and it comes out, and there's, like, blood and stuff. But there was definitely a, like, scrape. It's stuck. Oh, God. Oh, turn it. Okay.
Oh, it's a turn. It's
Yeah,
turn,
yeah.
not a push.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you've got one rung. I think he's got another rung, and the two of you are now kind of separated because he's trying to get away from you.
Just gonna square off in an elevator shaft. This is fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's worked out great so far.
Yeah. I'm having a bad day.
And let's check in with Cece.
I'm going to help get Max out of the rope.
Okay,
Because
easily
it's been
done.
cut now,
Yeah,
so-
yeah. The electricity shuts off. You're like, oh, cool. Boop.
Get Max out of the rope, and I would think I want to take him to Signy's suite because it's enclosed. I don't think anybody's going to be in there. I think that's going to be where he'll be safest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Signy's in there.
Well,
But,
anyone other
yeah.
than Signy.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, come with me.
There's a slight bit of resistance because Max wants to shoot the guy that almost ruined his outfit, but he will go with you.
Like, Yrsa's going to kill him.
One shot!
Hurry Henry did ruin your outfit when he lashed you the first time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then the arm got ripped off by all the people.
And then I ripped
Yeah.
off the other arm to
Sleeve.
His
Sleeve was
Right.
ripped off.
Sleeve was
Still
ripped.
limbed.
These are important details, I feel like. All right, so Sach, Hutch, and Cred are trying to set up a crossfire from above and below. So I'm going to have you roll social plus guns again for them.
Please don't shoot me. I'm also in the elevator shaft. Please don't shoot me.
Social plus guns.
For your hired hands.
This is not great for you.
Or
for
you
them.
could add leadership instead if you want.
I don't think that's the issue.
I meant the 3d6 low.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'll do it.
That's 11.
Well, no, it's 8.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
But it's not a whiff.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, I got confused on which dice I got this
no,
time.
you get the lower two. Nick rolled boxcars and a 1. So that had to take the lower 2 dice.
Of course.
Cred kind of, I think she's just going to like lay down on the floor and, get a stable position that way. It takes her a second to get into place. And then Hutch, you can, Sacha, I think you even almost like pick up the like signal connect between the two of them as they like coordinate their zones of fire. And so they open fire on this guy. There's a lot of like heavy rubber flechette in the, but this person is like twisting out of the way and like turns to take the worst of it on the like big like thick part of their back, and looks like their armor absorbs most of it. So whatever got through, it's hard to know. But I should have you roll the 2d6 for it.
Okay.
We'll actually see.
Ooh.
9.
Okay. So Yrsa, being up close, you see these like shots from below, so Hutch has a very careful like cone of fire that is not designed to hit him or you. It's designed to like herd him right into Cred's fire, which is a safer zone from where you are.
Excellent. I love
Right?
this.
Yeah,
I love
they're-
that they work together.
They're very good at what they do. But what that means is, because they're being so careful, you see this person like flip around and sort of like, hunch up against the ladder that they've grabbed onto, and the worst of the flechettes hit their back, and you can you don't really see much of a reaction. They just you don't even hear a grunt. Like you feel like there should be a grunt.
Yeah.
But that happens.
Where's the grunt? It's supposed to be an earth-shattering grunt.
But it doesn't look like it slowed them down much.
So I have a question about gravity.
Mm-hmm.
How if one was to just drop in the elevator shaft, they're not gonna it's gonna do a lot. It's gonna.
Oh yeah, I mean you're like 90% Earth gravity.
Okay, so it's
especially
not
the lower you get. It's like it's up here. It's 90%. At the surface of the ring, it's like 95% Earth gravity.
Okay, so this isn't something where I can't matrix this. Okay.
Well, what do you want to do?
I'm deciding if I am athletic enough to just, if the strafing fire stops, to just stab him again. And
Sure.
if I'm not hanging on to anything, if I have enough time to stab while in free fall and then catch myself.
Oh yeah, but I mean you could also just like grab the ladder above them and
I could,
stab.
I could. But I also am kind of hoping that gravity will do some of the work when I catch myself later.
So you want to stab and get away?
Yeah.
That's on purpose.
That would be on purpose.
Oh, okay.
But I also, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure how much...
Well, let's see how the attack roll goes. That'll tell us what happens.
No, I don't like this anymore.
Play to find out.
Because I'm very athletic, but I've been rolling really well, and I don't like that. Yeah, okay, so that's 2 6s.
Okay.
Wow.
For a total of 11, or no, 12.
13. I have a +1 to athletics.
Oh, this is melee. This is
it's
14.
melee? It's
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you definitely get the two. Like, you want to do a stab, and then you want to do like a coordinated move, which is to drop down below them.
She prison shanks him.
No,
Right?
no. I want to stab and throw. I'm gonna have gravity do the rest.
Okay, so I'm just trying to picture this. So you get over to where they are on the ladder, and stab.
And then rip them off the ladder and throw them down the elevator shaft.
Okay.
Like, use the knife as a lever to pry them off the ladder.
No, to distract them, because being stabbed hurts.
Okay.
Or like the knife with a rudimentary lathe.
Yeah.
Or if it's all too complicated, I would just like to shank repeatedly. Armor piercing seems to be doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, I feel like grab and throw would be the two moves.
Yeah.
Like stab and throw feels like a weird.
No, I
like
get that.
I don't know how to get the.
Yeah, no. That's why originally the plan did not involve hanging on to anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I needed both hands for the murder.
Yeah, I guess if you want to stab and then, yeah, if you are willing to fall, then I will apply that dead weight and do something about it.
The question is
But
if I can catch myself before landing.
that's an extremely
And
risky
that's
thing
a
to do.
bad thing well, that's why I was asking about gravity.
Yeah, the gravity is basically Earth normal.
Yeah.
Like, I would just go with that.
All right, in that case, let's not get weirdly risky. Let's just
I mean,
shank repeatedly,
Are you?
if
Oh
possible.
no, you came into. You probably don't have mag boots on.
I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
I did not prep for a mag boot situation.
Right. It wasn't a
She
mag.
brought a knife to a mag boot fight.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't a mag boot moment.
I
and
have a couple ways to interact with the world. Most of them involve stabbing or punching.
Okay, so across the elevator shaft, you want to leap at this person,
Yes.
stab.
Yes. Just repeatedly. Let's just make it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's add to the damage and let's roll 3d6.
I just need them down, not out. Oh, God damn it. That's the advantage one?
No, it's just total.
Oh, total.
You already hit.
Oh, excellent. 11.
11. Okay, minus the half armor. Okay.
Chad is also asking if the 14 is going to give some bonus damage.
Well,
on
that's
That's what the
that,
3D
well,
Oh, okay.
The 10 plus lets you pick two things, and she just picked damage twice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, but that also means that you're kind of in melee, like you're both holding onto the same ladder at this point and like trying to deal with each other. So
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to get him to stop fighting so
Sure.
now we can, pull him back out of the elevator and talk to him.
yeah. So I think
Talk to him.
like
No, figure out who this person is.
kind of in the like a kidney stab. Is that
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of because they had like turtled up to get
Yeah.
shot and then.
Back is not apparently a good place to do stabbing. I'm looking for, under the armpit, the neck.
Yeah, well, I mean, even the
Groin.
kidney, like you can get your knife
yeah,
through
you can
the
get your-
armor. That's not
that's
not
true.
an issue. So
Yeah,
that's
let's go with the kidney.
yeah, that's why it's so much more effective than the shooting.
Yeah.
So, Hutch and Cred aren't using armor piercing rounds inside of space station because they're not idiots.
Yeah.
This is why Yrsa's weirdly effective.
Yeah, knives are guns for show, knives for a pro.
That's the other shirt I want.
Nice.
Oh, that's Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I can't take
man.
credit for that one. Okay.
I'm just here doing that.
You two are headed back to the apartment. Anything we need to do on the way?
Not on the way. I was thinking once there, I would see if Max needs any medical attention.
Probably.
Yeah, I could use a little touch up. I've only taken 3 physical damage.
Oh, that's
Okay.
true. Yeah. You
I've
didn't-
taken 10 stress,
Yeah.
but
So, I mean, I could tend to your physical wounds and stroke your hair while I'm doing it.
just trim my hair and tell me I'm pretty.
Also,
You're the prettiest girl in the room, Max.
Max, you have the ability to alert hotel security.
Yes, I would like to do that, please and thank you.
Okay, because you're a paying client, and if you hit your big red button, hotel security would certainly respond.
I've had a big red button this entire time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a very highly thought of client.
Yes! That would have been nice to have been listed among our list of assets.
I thought you would have asked.
for a big red button?
Okay, never mind. You don't have a big red button.
It's in Signy's room.
Signy's room would have a big red button.
Yes.
Signy's room has the button. Max does not have a portable button.
Okay. Good.
He has one in belly.
Unless he doesn't.
Oh.
I thought about it, but the whole Kyle XY thing is so 15 years ago.
All right. So, you get hotel security. Like, what's the nature of your emergency? They're very bored because this is like they deal with ODs and sprained penises. Like, this is the people call hotel security for these things.
Sure.
So
Who
Sounds
else are you gonna
accurate.
call?
yeah.
I would like to politely yet firmly inform them of what is going on
Okay. Yep.
and direct them to give me that person's head because they ruined this outfit.
All right. I feel like there's a lot of shouting. There's men in the shaft. Okay. Okay. Now, Joey, just to keep Max,
Yeah.
keep your composure.
Sure.
I'm gonna have you roll persuade.
Okay.
You roll 3 dice.
You're right, I do. I forget. Ooh, that is 10 plus 1 is 11.
Absolutely. You managed to communicate the situation, even though you're still a little like zapped and angry, and
Right.
But yeah, you're able to clearly communicate. Elevator shaft 3 between these floors. Like shootout, blah blah blah. Right. So yeah, security's on their way, and let's say this happened. You were supposed to bring the crystal at like midnight or something. What did the kidnappers say?
It was within an hour.
Oh, within
It
an
was
hour.
It was 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And so it's like early evening now, right? I'm going to say it's like, just because you're looking at a panel and talking to security, there's a clock on it at 6:02.
Sure.
All right? Just save that for later. As you all are in the elevator shaft,
Seems really long for that fight and down and up, but sure.
well, I mean, there was the time to get over here and
Yeah.
I mean, what time do you want it to be? That would make
I
more
threw an
sense.
entire party.
Yeah, there was a party. There was multiple songs, so it's been at least 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I
I guess that's
is
fair. Okay, yeah.
Because you were supposed to be here at 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's say 5:32 then.
Okay.
Is that better?
The 2 is important, yes.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt anyone's verisimilitude. You just noticed that on the clock.
Okay,
all
it
right?
is 5:32.
And it's been a shitty day, and you're like, well, it's not even dinner time.
Someone get me another vodka stinger, and I'm going to eat the rest of Sach's gas diet.
For the two of you who are observing the elevator shaft, this person gets stabbed, right? And then is like turning around to fight you, and then like does a weird little like head twitch, and just both arms like whoom, just pull themselves
Oh, hell no.
vertical as hard as possible.
Oh, hell the fuck no.
As it comes up level with the floor, can I shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Because I mean, you have all this time to. Yeah, that's fine. No minuses applied. It's just moving very fast, but it's also coming right for you.
12.
Oh, that's too high, actually.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
that's too high?
Yeah, I've gone around the bend
gotcha,
too. All right, so you've got a couple options. You want to roll bonus damage. You want to try to interrupt the movement. Think like PBTA fight options.
Okay.
Um,
And I can choose 2 on the 10 plus?
Yep.
So yeah, I'll do bonus damage, and I will try and disrupt his movement because
Okay.
we don't want him to get away.
All right. So I think we were normally rolling 2d6 for firearms. So let's roll 4d6.
Okay.
What's happening over here?
Nothing, we're fine.
Do you have something you'd like to share with the class?
My notes say in my equipment, a knife!
And I was just pointing out, of course you have a knife. How else are you going to stab a ship?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I have
is
done no
accurate.
ship stabbing. I have done apparently a warframe stabbing.
12, 16, 17.
Okay, and what kind of ammunition is this?
This is a laser pistol.
Oh, that usually has armor piercing, right?
It's your game.
Okay. Okay, what was the total?
17.
17. Yeah, that's a
The
lot.
total was damn.
Yeah.
That's the total.
Yeah.
That would solve this problem.
So, for the viewer, understand, like, 30 is the most HP among party members. That's quite a lot.
Plus the other damage that it is taken.
And yeah, you blast this person as they're coming up, and they just they fly past you as you're like boom, boom, blast them. You can see it like carved, your laser blast carves through part of their armor, and they just miss their next grab and wind up in free fall. And they're coming back down towards you, Yrsa.
I feel like I should just let that happen. How conscious do they look? Are they flailing?
Why don't we roll perception?
Oh, God.
You're trained in that.
I am.
Oh, it's just your low,
It's just my low one.
your weak stat.
I'm not very bright. Okay, so that's like a 6.
Yeah, that's hard to tell. A lot's happening so fast.
Yeah.
Also, Sacha's kind of aiming at you as well.
Yeah.
These laser blasts are like, oh god.
You gotta stop shooting in the elevator shaft, my friends. I'm still in here.
Well, we haven't seen you. We don't know that.
I feel like Max would.
I think you all like point. Yeah, I think we can see
okay.
Yrsa pretty clearly.
Probably hear Yrsa yell, like cursing, if nothing else.
Stop shooting at me!
Yeah. He's coming back down. I don't have anything really fun. I kind of think I just want to let gravity do its thing.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm going to start climbing out of the elevator shaft. I don't like that he just reversed directions. Can we call the elevator back?
Well, actually, Hutch is working on that. She's like got back in the elevator and it's like coming up, but then you hear her go, "Oh shit!" and then wham! The elevator is hit, and it so it's on these like magnetic induction rails, and the elevator gets like diagonaled just a little bit, and it's now like stuck.
Ah, fudge.
I mean, she's only a few floors down, and security can get her at this point. But when the body hits the elevator, it like squeaks it, and it makes this horrible metal squeak noise. But yeah.
In that case, I will retrieve.
And Hutch is just cussing.
Yeah.
She's just fucking. What the?
Can you help
Sorry.
me grab that?
Grab that.
Yeah. I need that? We need that. I would like to.
I'm telling Hutch.
Yeah, I think we need to retrieve that body.
Okay. Well, a couple of these elevator shafts are isolated, so you can't like see the other elevator like pull up next to you. Isn't that not how this would work? But at the door just above where the stuck elevator is, it opens, and security is announcing themselves like, "This is hotel security. Put your gun." And Hutch is like, "Oh yeah." Like, and I'm sure Max identified who was who and what was up. And there's this person in all black kind of just like impacted on the roof of the elevator, not moving. And that's where we are. Now security is coming in and wants to collect this body. So
I mean, look, I feel like I get first rights to figure out what the fuck is happening because they attacked my charge.
okay, well security is coming in and taking the body.
Can I hop down and just get in through the elevator and not in an elevator shaft?
Yeah, well, so security's opened the door above the elevator to like get down and like pull this body up out of the elevator shaft.
Yeah.
So if you can slide down there
Yeah,
pretty
I
quick,
can just slide down and hop.
but they're like sort of deploying to do their job, and
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna climb down and follow them.
Okay.
I would like to see who this person is. Everyone is still upstairs. Okay.
yeah.
I should text everyone. So.
Well, I mean, Sach can see what's happening.
Okay, so I was gonna say I'll call back up the steps. I'm following the body. You meet me downstairs. Meet us downstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
This one of the security guards. I think they're. Let's see. What would like garish but popular brothel and hotel outfit their guards in?
Purple, like Dorman.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
purple
the
velvet velour.
Purple and golds.
Yeah,
With like the
Tower
gold
of Terror,
bars
but
across.
it's
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm. Tower of Terror would make it fashion.
yeah,
Yeah.
somehow skimpy. We're not sure why.
Yeah. But
just-
also armored. Like
Armored.
it's armor chic.
Yeah.
No, it's armored, but it has they have like fake abs in the garment.
Oh no, there's like the weird centurion abs.
Yeah.
Nothing else is
Okay.
Roman.
Yeah, this is good. So the there's 3 of them. They are pulling this body out, and it looks like they're having trouble carrying this person. They're like, whoa, dragging them out of there, and you're coming along, and they're like, it's okay, ma'am, we have this.
No,
I'm sorry, this is official hotel business. You're going to need to...
this person attacked
Remain
me.
here.
I'm going
Right,
to
and we're going to have... Somebody's coming along to interview you. We're
No,
going to
that's
make
not
sure
how it
you're
works.
fully compensated for all of your inconvenience.
Okay, so do I have some sort of license to be a bodyguard?
I don't think that exists.
I didn't think
Like, there
so.
there isn't like a formal legal system.
Yeah.
This is just a hotel run by a popular
Yeah.
madam and, has the matronage of one of the fates, and...
Because I'm trying to figure out what weight I can throw around, like by what authority I can claim this body, and I feel like
Yeah, I mean, you could represent yourself as you could present yourself as a representative of Max Ego to potentially mixed results.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna pretend to be Max for a second.
Let's
and
roll social plus persuade.
Um.
That's your flat roll.
Yeah. I do have a 1 in persuade.
How much damage have you taken?
Me?
Yeah.
Like none.
Okay, great.
Actually, probably damage from last session, but not that much then either.
Okay. We just have to remember if you get to 10, then you're at minuses.
Right.
But that,
I took 3 stress damage for getting shocked.
Yeah.
That is a 7 plus 1. That's an 8.
Okay. So what happens is 2 of them are putting this guy onto like a magnetic gurney, right? We don't have anti-gravity stuff, but we do have strategically placed magnetic plates and things. So they get them onto a magnetic gurney, and one of the 3 is staying to talk with you. He's like, okay, please, what is it you want to tell us?
I absolutely understand that this is part of hotel security breach. However, this was someone who attacked my charge, Max Ego, and as his bodyguard, as his assigned bodyguard, and also as someone who has also been affected by him. This person, I would like to conduct my own investigation. Ran out of steam there.
Okay, now I think you put all the buzzwords in to so like a 7 and 9 on a persuade is usually like provide something extra to cross that boundary. Claiming Max Ego called them, right, and so I think that just happens to be the right move, and
I
so
have dibs.
yeah, so they're actually they're like, oh, okay, just come with us, please. We need to get out of the hallways and
Sure. I need to calm my team really fast, and we will go.
well, comms don't work. You just text them.
Text my team real fast.
It's out of character.
Yeah, that's what. I headed out with security. Meet me downstairs.
In the
I know where security is.
Wait, did you say I'm headed out or I had it out?
headed out.
Okay.
No, yeah.
I was like, that's a really different description.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like Yrsa's not really argumentative, just punch or, talk. She hasn't really argued.
Yeah, that seems like a fair assessment. Okay, so the this elevator's out of commission. Hutch also like climbs out of the elevator when she's like, no one's pointing guns at her, and like, can I just come with you? Like whispers, can I come with you?
Let's go.
Okay.
This is
Represent as the other member of the security detail.
Yeah, here's
Right.
the problem. We're going to get into a place where all we're rolling is mental, and that is not a thing I'm good at, so I really need backup.
However, on the way to wherever it is we're going, like there's the 3 guards ahead of you, you and Hutch are walking behind them, but the guards have set up, like they do want you like 10 feet back. You're invited, right? Like you're
Yeah.
coming along, but in case somebody attacks or something happens, they have to keep your safety as prime concern, ma'am.
The driest look. The driest look.
But Hutch comes up and I was going to say touches your back, if that's okay. If that's not a weird thing.
That's
like,
fine.
yeah, okay. So she like touches your back and is like very eagerly, like kind of actually a little close. You realize like, well, how well would Yrsa pick up on a crush?
Not.
Okay. Do you want to roll for it, or do you want to be oblivious?
I will roll for it, but
Okay.
I don't think Yrsa's good at that.
Let's roll social plus streetwise. Oh, that's your flat roll.
It's my flat roll. Yeah, and it's a +1. I have streetwise. But it's a 6.
Okay.
Mark another XP.
Yeah. So the camera sees the heart eyes, but she is just gassing you up. Like, that was amazing. I can't believe you did the thing with the other thing, and then you just completely beat that guy. Like, we didn't do anything. That was incredible. Like, she's just like going on and on, not in a fan way, but like, just like we went through this thing together, and she's like, just like gushing a little.
Oh,
right?
are you okay? That was really scary.
Oh yeah. This is my like I'm a bodyguard too. Like I'm just like you, really. I'm like, I mean we have a lot in common.
Okay. I want to. As long as you're okay. That was really not fun, and we're gonna go.
No, I mean got the blood pumping. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Just. Do you need water or something?
Well, yeah. I mean I'll just I'll hang with you until Sach or Max or someone
Okay. Yeah. Stay close. I don't want. I'm sure there's more people.
Definitely close. Yeah.
Do you need water? Because you're sounding real thirsty.
So yeah, she's doing the
Really nice.
she's like walking along with you and like doing the like subtle like shoulder, like touching your shoulder to her shoulder.
Sheep syndrome. Sorry.
What's that?
Lesbian sheep syndrome. Where
Yeah.
you sit next to each other.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do
She's
anything.
like she is putting out all of the signals that Yrsa is missing.
Well,
so
comms don't work here.
take XP for that.
That's a tip 5.
That was very good. Did you go count up all your misses?
I didn't, but of the 2 I had from last game, and 3 from just now.
All right. Now we are a little bit in between moment here. Did anyone with 5 XP have a thought of what you want to spend it on?
I still have 1 XP.
Yeah,
You're rolling too
because
well.
you roll like middle garbage.
I do. What did I say at the beginning of the podcast?
Yeah,
The embodiment of 7 to 9.
yeah. Which is funny because Max nor Joey are average in any way. That's just not a way you would describe either person.
It has to go somewhere.
That's true. Okay, so
I think what I'm going to do is, given what happened in the last game, that I will take the point in melee.
okay.
Since I was shocking the guy with the shock glove
Yep.
and got a little more practice
Yeah,
in
you
there,
did.
I think that makes sense.
So, Sach, in the hallway where you are, several security come out because they like this door is also flagged as like broken open, right?
Right.
and they come out and they're like, "Oh, sir, are you with Max Ego's team?
Yes, I am with
Oh,
Maxi.
would you come with us, please?" And they like lower their weapons. And are there any more threats? They're treating you very differently from how they treated Yrsa, by the way. Like,
I think everything is clear. If you want to keep eye on Signy's door, I'm sure that would be appreciated.
okay. So in the apartment, after you sent the security thing, Signy had come over and like, "Oh, don't forget to do this," and like, we need to green flag your group, and like flip sent like personal card IDs for Max and Cece and Sach and Hutch and Cred
Oh no.
for security to identify as part of Max Ego's team.
It wasn't me. It was your
It was just
ex-girlfriend?
a low-key, relatively harmless, shady move,
Yep,
which is why you had to roll persuade.
that's super fine. Yep.
Oops, that was an oversight.
Oh, I thought
You were
I
forgetting
I thought I sent all of them. I feel so bad. Seriously,
This stands. This all seems correct. Everything that has just happened between Hutch and Signy is just correct now. And it's only getting worse, I'm assuming. Stay tuned.
So, Sach, as you're following the security team, one of them is a tech, and like, so there's a bunch of them you're following 3 people, right? And one of them is this person who doesn't really present masculine or feminine, and they say, okay, so our understanding is that that's your ship leached to the side?
Yes, it is my ship.
Okay, so if you would, we need to send a tug out to it and bring it down to the correct parking area, if that's acceptable. We can't really have...
I understand. It was emergency circumstance, and needs must when the devil drives.
Yeah, well, we can see that now. So obviously, yes. But if you could just give us the access code, we'll do the, you could be the... So out of character, there's like a valet key, right? Of like a code that you could give someone and ship will like go to parking garage, basically.
Okay.
But you're not actually like just giving them full access to...
just walk onto my ship.
Yeah.
Because that was a no.
Right. But you can give them like, okay, this is the code that the ship will accept as a remote access to then be told where to park. And the ship can park itself in these conditions. So Cece and Max up in the apartment. Security, somebody comes over the panel and says, Mr. Ego, we're so sorry for the inconvenience. We do have someone in custody, and your team is convening. We do need to double check. Are you familiar with this person? And like they pull up a picture of Yrsa.
I'm also just famous on my own. I need to throw this out there.
Right. I was going to say, everyone knows who we are, apparently.
But this guy didn't recognize you.
I know.
The one guy who doesn't watch the news.
Yeah.
One guy who doesn't watch sports.
Or the news about the ship coming in, like that. Yeah. Because they're like, so this she was accompanying your security detail Hutch, but we're not sure. Is this okay to proceed?
Of course it's okay to proceed. You don't recognize who that is? That is Yrsa Aven, the great... What kind of fighting do you do now?
I'm a boxer.
I wasn't sure if it was boxer or cage fighting or MMA or whatever.
At this point, it's probably MMA, let's be
Okay.
honest. She identifies as a boxer.
The famous pugilist.
Sure.
Of course she has clearance.
Okay, apologies. Yes, sir. So if you would be so kind to join us in the security lounge. We've prepared lounge 1 for you, of course, and we just would like to have you present, and you're as much of your team as you obviously. So, and he is like literally stumbling over himself on the comms. It's a video call, but this guy is a the guy in Deadpool 2 doesn't have any powers.
I love that guy.
Oh,
Great.
But like complete with mustache and everything. Like
Right.
it's that man.
Is it Pete or Greg?
I think it's Pete.
I think it is
I
Pete.
think it's Pete.
Yeah.
Go home, Pete.
Yeah.
Just go home.
Yep. It is. Even the name is like P. Grigson. So, what do you do?
Yes, thank you so much for your quick, brain just lost all use.
Response?
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. English language is
Thank
gone.
you so much for your good acting
You're
stuff.
good. You did it good fast.
Quick here now.
We will be down shortly. Allow Yrsa to take lead on my team until I arrive.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. Right away. We'll, yeah.
And a vodka stinger waiting for me in the lounge would be fantastic. Thank you.
Certainly. And Miss Ingvar will be joining us as well.
Oh, lovely.
She wanted to speak to you. So,
That sounds appropriate.
all right. So, shall we fast forward to security lounge?
Can I take a minute to fix myself in the mirror to try to relieve some stress?
Yes.
Okay. What do I roll, if anything, and how much stress do I relieve?
Let's just roll your social stat.
Okay.
So you're
I
going to
don't
look at the
know.
man in the mirror?
You gotta start
That's
somewhere.
where you gotta. God, beat me to it. God damn it.
That is 13 total?
Oh no, I'm the highest.
Oh, I'm not 13, that's 4. So 8.
8. Okay. Heal 8 stress, I guess. I don't know how to do that
Alright.
yet.
Thanks. Now I don't take a negative 1.
Yeah, I mean the point of stress is that we can recover it quickly.
Yeah.
So I don't have a
The
problem with
vodka
that.
stinger might recover the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't math.
Is Signy invited to come with you?
Of course,
Yeah,
if she's...
okay.
If,
Well, no,
more than
she-
welcome to hang out here. Or...
She's getting ready as if she's going to come with you. You would have to stop her.
Okay, great.
Okay.
More the merrier.
Don't stop her. Don't stop her.
No.
Okay.
That was last week's song. We have to pick
Yeah.
something else.
Every week's song. Anything else before we fast forward a little bit?
I grab the last bag of onion rings on our way out. Take it down with us.
You've been eating this whole time.
Yeah. I think this is like one of those like amazing future bags. Like they're still hot.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
right?
I was gonna say,
yeah.
they're still good.
Yeah.
still
They're not
crispy.
soggy. They're it's
There's nothing worse than a soggy onion ring.
yeah. So
Oh. I think that we would have remembered this because it would have been right in the room, but we have the other guest in Signy's room.
Oh, yeah.
freshwater.
Right, the wrapped up.
Yeah, so Signy would probably ask security to come pick her up.
Yeah. Take her to their equivalent of a brig. If they have one.
Feels like Disneyland jail, though.
Oh, yeah, it's total Disney jail.
Disney
They've got
jail.
tunnels underneath. And
Okay. Freshwater was knocked out, tied up. Yeah. Security comes picks her up.
Okay.
Side note, I knew someone who went to Disney jail once.
Oh yeah.
When I was in college, 2 idiot friends of mine decided to shoplift a plushie.
Wait,
Nice.
you go to Disney jail for that?
Oh, yeah. And then...
For
and
shoplifting?
then-
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That makes
And then
sense.
they wait
Yeah.
for the cops to come.
Oh,
in.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then the cops picked them up, and we
Yeah.
had to go bail them out. It was fun.
I had
Don't do that to your friends.
students wind up in there on a trip.
Oh, I hate that.
And that's
Oh,
all
my
I
God.
could say about that.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I had a friend who also ended up in Disney jail who was partaking in illicit substances and had an interesting time sitting in Disney jail. And that's all I will say about
Don't leave
that.
me in here with Goofy, man. You can't do that. He's crazy. Okay, so we head down to the security lounge. It is very much, I don't want to go Disney jail, but it's like, you have been inconvenienced, and the establishment is here to, make this up to you. And so there's a lot of, stuff going on, but basically we wait for everyone to be there, particularly Max and Miss Ingvar, but we're all there. The person in all black is still laid out on this magnetic gurney thing, hasn't woken up or received any medical attention. Actually, they probably would have started that.
Are they alive?
At least remove the mask.
Yeah, so Yrsa, you see them.
I have no idea who that is.
It's the janitor.
Old man Jenkins.
It was him this whole time.
So when they put them on the gurney and are moving them, there's some readouts that show up at the foot of the gurney. So the person following it is like, wait a minute, hold on, we're gonna have to apply a shock, and they because it's flat line, in the middle of the hallway, right? Because the gurney is saying no life signs.
Yeah.
And then they take the mask off real quick and go, and it is mechanical.
Fascinating. When I stabbed them, blood came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was red.
Mechanaman?
I mean, I'm not an expert on the various ways that people and machine can come together, so I will also leave that to CC.
It was Machine meets Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, I will say in the moment it seemed like blood,
Oh, could it?
and
It was brake fluid.
and now you're like, wait a minute, that's not. I know what blood is. That's not blood.
Yrsa comes out and just covered in brake fluid.
Yeah, I mean you only had a little on your hands anyway,
Yeah.
and now you're realizing no, that wasn't blood. Oh no, that should not be in anyone's body. Well, unless you're an AI, I guess. But
Yeah.
this is not the body of an AI, right? It would have a quantitronic brain in it, and it's very obvious if that is present. But the security guys, when they're like, okay, we're done messing with this, and take it to the lounge.
It's a warframe. Excellent.
Well, in the lounge,
It's a full skin job,
Yeah.
full body job.
in the lounge, they give you a briefing of that this is essentially an anthroform drone, right? So Warframe is pretty accurate.
Sorry, I was like, I don't know if anyone's actually played the game that I am now.
Yeah, I'm
referencing.
somewhat familiar with it. But it must have been operated remotely. As we know, signals get through just fine. You just can't use a speaker at all. So it's not like it wouldn't have worked. But they're able to demonstrate for you how this is a completely remote device. And
Well, that's not unsettling at all. Can we figure out where the signal is relaying from?
if it was still on,
How is it being piloted when nothing can get out of around the building?
well, again, only voice doesn't.
Only voice.
So you
that's
can text,
true,
you can
that's
do
true.
Wi-Fi, all of that is connected.
So, is there a memory on this thing?
No. I mean, it has enough for a basic operating system to respond to the drone input, but it's specifically built to be
Anonymous.
an anonymous drone.
There's no,
Snapchat drone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Stab chat.
Stab chat.
Isn't that just Twitter?
Yes.
that's true. And there's no okay. So I mean, walking all the way backwards, is there a serial number?
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of serial numbers. There's a lot of parts that are commonly available. this is like most of the frame is common to AI bodies. And that's kind of the rub. Is like it is the Ford K car of mechanical bodies.
Okay.
There are dozens of these, hundreds on the station.
There's just no handy dandy like Rise Corp logo.
I mean, some of it is Rise Corp, right? This actuator is Rise Corp.
Do I recognize any of it as Forge, or who might have?
That is. Let's roll that. Now it's an engineer. Engineer roll.
Okay. 8, 9.
Okay. You can see there are some custom components. The actuators and things that say like I am a regular actuator is like if you actually you're like no that like coil is way too tight. Like it's somebody went to the trouble to open up a stock like solenoids and like other devices, modify the internals and put them back together. Most people in the Forge don't have that level of precision.
Is there anyone I know of who would have that level of precision?
I mean, lots of people who could create the thing to move this fast and this strong, but not to be able to hide it like this. Unless you want to dig into like Streetwise, but I think you'd have to like actually make some calls and stuff to see. But like off the top of your head, no. I mean, like the Forge doesn't do like microtronics at this level usually, so that's a little confusing.
Okay.
It also like maybe your gut reaction would be Rise.
What about the man we call the Watchmaker? No.
We could get into that. That sounds cool as hell.
We're visiting the watchmaker. He's the expert.
Definitely could go talk to the watchmaker.
Sure.
I'm sure he'd want to see
He
it.
exists now.
Yeah. You did this.
You did this to us.
All right. So, just kind of an overview. The security, apologizes for everything that happened, and they want to compensate, and there's all this like monetary stuff happening. They also, Max, I think they're willing to release the body to you, right? Like, there's no police or anything like this. Like as form of compensation, like if you want, like
I would.
I think they ask you,
the
like,
body.
Do you want us to dispose of this for you, or
No, we will take care of it. Since there was a attempt on my life, I feel we need to do some further investigating and find out who these people are and why they'd come after me of all people.
Right. Well, I mean, and then there's this obviously like Twitter-pated security officer who's like, well, who wouldn't? And then he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then Peter is like, you're dismissed. Like, so unprofessional.
I'll give him a wink on the way out.
Okay, all right. But
am I able to just make sure everything's disconnected?
Yeah, they actually make a point of like they turn over and show you like, okay, so we turned the receiver off. It shouldn't be able to broadcast or receive. You may want to go over it with your own tools, but
I unhook it. It's not enough
just
for
like
me to
physical
see.
disconnection. Yeah.
High impedance air gap.
Did Freshwater make it down here?
Yeah.
She's in a. Oh yeah, I guess she would be here because she's also part of. Yeah.
The situation.
Yeah, she's in a holding cell, like a little like the interview room, classic. Somebody saw it in a movie and put a metal table with handcuffs on it, and
It's full fucking place. Cool.
Also,
lie, but-
that's also someone's kink. So this room is multi-purpose.
It's not technically the interview room, it's just a specialty room.
Yeah.
Right. Fully functional, though.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good cop, sexy cop.
You want that authentic experience. You pull on the handcuffs and they don't.
Anyway, we should probably talk to Freshwater.
I think that is our only lead.
Well, until we can get this guy to anyone CC knows.
Can I make... I don't know, it might be a streetwise roll. Figure out who would have the means, or maybe who has a reputation for possibly doing this kind of thing to people? Like sending this kind of tech at someone?
Well, in and of itself, this tech is not like billion-dollar tech. You know, like it's very well made, but it's not the Ferrari, right? It's a souped-up Ford, right? It's very, very good, but it's yeah.
Right,
I mean,
like, would sending this kind of drone be like an MO for the Marquis or for someone in the Ford? Like, is it
Yeah, because it seems like the Marquis would send goons.
right?
You know, the Fates, I don't think would send something like
No,
this
they have
either.
an entire house dedicated
Yeah.
to services, which I'm sure Hitman is one of them.
Right. You
Hi.
know,
yeah.
So,
so
like, whose calling card is this?
Well, it could be anyone with money,
Sure,
right? So, probably not one of the Fates, because then there's a physical object that could potentially lead back to one of them, which would be hugely destabilizing. If it came from anywhere on the ring, it's either the Forge or Rise, as most likely, right? Now, but it could come from anyone with money. So that's a very weak deduction as far as like those two.
Max is going to do something you should never do and go back to his live post about the concert he was doing, and he's going to read the comments. And he's going to see if there's anybody in there who's possibly high-profile Rise or high-profile Forge, maybe wasn't happy with what I was doing and not happy with the way I was trying to raise money for the recovered. And see things that might be somehow involved.
Okay, well, there are a lot of comments, so to do this effectively, it's going to be an electronics roll.
Not research?
Research.
Sorry, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the research.
hamstring
No,
you,
I have
though,
a +1 in research too.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely right. Yeah, research.
Since it's social media, can I roll with social?
Nah, we're going to do mental.
Okay. I thought I'd try.
You do a Command F, find on page.
You
like,
may need. He'll
Oh, I have to roll 3.
He'll
Yeah.
take stress though.
oh, wow.
Oh shit!
Holy crap.
That's a 10 on the dice, +1 is 11.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Y'all, it rolled a
Nice.
556. That's incredible. The
I'm never going to level up. And that's okay.
well, apparently you don't need to.
Right, I'm fine. I'm perfect.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you start the search process. It is going to take
That's
time,
fine.
but, you know, Yrsa wants to interview Freshwater, and, you know, you're kind of running an algorithm on this, and it's running in the background, and you'll be able to collate all this in a little while.
Okay.
So they pack up the drone and kind of they put it in a big, like, you know those big long Pelican cases that they put sniper rifles in.
Yeah.
Like it's well, I guess it's more like coffin sized, right? But Pelican case, not coffin, because no one's rolling a coffin out of this
That would be
establishment.
So
Yeah.
would you call it a Pelican brief?
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
We're all glad that
We
happened.
got so far in this game. So far. This
Did we?
session.
Did we?
We
So far
tried.
in the session
We
without
tried.
it.
All right. So
Fish gotta swim. Pelican's gotta fly.
So I kill Max.
all right.
Well, you've already been trying to make it look like an accident.
Shit!
Shots fired.
Ow!
All right. So what's happening next?
We would like to politely ask Freshwater who paid her to harass Sydney.
Okay, so we're sending Yrsa in to interview
Don't
Freshwater?
send me in by myself.
I think Sach would go in as well and like stand in the corner, but we probably want someone to be able to actually effectively ask
Yeah.
questions.
and while they're doing that, I'm gonna start making some contacts in the Forge.
Yep.
As far as like, you know, probably start like with my family because they're gonna know a lot of people.
Well, yeah, and if you
They're
want to
gonna-
talk to the watchmaker, there's like a whole process you have to go through.
yeah.
Okay, so Cece, let's start with that streetwise roll.
You can only contact the watchmaker secondhand.
Fuck.
Give me a minute with that one.
That topped the Pelican grief, I will
Thank
say.
you.
I was. I'm really happy that happened.
False sense of security. We are like an hour and a half into this game. No puns had happened, and then it was 2 in a row.
Two really good ones, by the
Yeah,
way. Very
that was-
high quality.
I was lured into a false sense of security.
We don't go for the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, we
Still
do.
fruit.
Yeah, sure. It's still yeah, that was a lie. Okay, so let's, Cece, let's roll your streetwise. We'll cut to that scene, and then we'll cut to the interview.
Okay. Oh, no. Just a 4.
Okay.
Take an XP.
Yeah, take your XP, and you are but you still make some calls, right? So
Oh, yeah.
you call your family, and they say, "Well, we don't know." I mean, that sounds pretty wild. That everyone you know has worked on this type of drone before,
Right.
or like revved up a body for an AI client or something. Like that's not a weird thing to do, but to chase down this one's particular parts. Yeah, I mean, the watchmaker might be the best place to start. And so, when you talk to your mom, let's say she's like, well, yeah, you should probably give the watchmaker a call. There's a process for that, but...
It'll take a minute.
So I start the process.
Okay. So, yeah,
My
she's...
cousin Joey's nephew
Yeah.
on his mother's side.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. So you, so you're kind of just going back and forth with calls, right? Like, no, yeah, okay, yeah, I can meet you. We'll talk about whatever. And so you're kind of setting some stuff up. Things are happening. In the interview room, Yrsa and Sach are ready to go in.
Please, can we bring Max?
And, well, as the two of you, I think Yrsa and Sach are talking about, like, going in to interview her, right? Mm-hmm. And Hutch, like, puts her hand on your back again. It was like, do you want backup? I'm happy to go in.
I guess. I think I'd need Max.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. But I mean, if you want backup, like, I'm off the clock, and I just,
I don't think that it's going to come get violent again.
I think it is a good idea. I will stay outside.
Okay.
Because I think Sach has seen.
Can we still bring Max?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I have a thought, because I do have one more contact. Or not contact. Somewhere I have it written down. I don't remember.
Sach rolled social for me.
But I would like that person to be like an intern or a personal assistant type person.
Someone who works for you?
Someone who works for me who I can pass this off on, like, this social media search off to, like, run the algorithm,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
handle my social media accounts. I would like, I can't remember the actor's name and it's driving me nuts, but the assistant from Ugly Betty.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Nobody? Okay, I will Google it and find it. If chat happens to know who that is,
Isn't America Ferrera the...
no, the one, like, the sassy gay assistant to Vanessa Williams.
Oh, no idea.
Can't remember his name. He's great, and I love him as an actor, but I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, so I will pass that off to... What do you need?
Oh, we have to talk to Freshwater.
What's a freshwater?
Oh, you weren't there. The person who was holding Sydney hostage is in a room waiting to
Oh,
be
yeah. Let's,
interviewed.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're supposed to do now here.
Go inside!
Should you not go first, just in case?
What was your social role? Sach?
5.
Okay.
But I do want to, like, there's one thing I want to do before, maybe as part of that or whatever. But what I want to do is tell Hutch and Cred, if Cred is there as well, and say, thank you very much for help. We will, accounts shall be settled, and I will put in good word. You have done excellent work. Thank you.
Much appreciated. I mean, if it's okay with you, I kind of want to, like Cred is saying, like, I kind of want to see how this plays out. Hutch is like, yeah, that's why I'm staying too.
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
I am not cutting out. I just want to know you are, your work has been appreciated.
Okay. With the low social roll, I'm going to say you miss Cred's epic eye roll at Hutch. Like, yeah, for that reason is why I also remain here.
Excellent.
So,
For folks at home, Michael Urie is the actor.
cool. I don't know who that is, but...
Nobody? Okay, that's fine.
All right, so Yrsa, Hutch, Max, and Sach are all going into the interview room. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So the four of you file in. Cece, you're not going in, right?
No, I'm still.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. This is taking time. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe I have to. I said yes.
I know, Graham. I know. No. Yes, I ate today. I ate today. Yes.
It was not
Okay.
packaged food.
No. It was gas. Yes, that place is great. I know. Yeah. Okay. All right. And yes, I can bring home. I can bring home some milk. Yes.
She also wants you to know about so and so's grandson who works at Gas Giant now, and like.
Oh, that's great, Grandma. Yeah.
Who you like sort of knew
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Well, next time I'm there, I'll say hi.
He's very handsome.
You know he's single now.
He was asking about you.
Yeah.
A nice man, a good catch. True?
Yeah.
True.
Got a steady job.
Paid off all his debts to the watchmaker.
See?
I'm just imagining, if you're unfamiliar with the scene, YouTube it, the scene from Roseanne where Laurie Metcalf is calling people in the family after their dad passed away and is trying to talk to this aunt who's just not listening to her and is trying to like keep her stuff together because her father just died, and eventually is like, he's fine, I'll tell him you said hi. It's so great. It's genius.
I had an uncle who, when you'd go over, he'd be like, do you want something to eat? And you're like, no, Uncle Bob, I really don't want anything to eat. Okay. And you talk for a second. Are you sure you don't want anything to eat? I just made a nice soup. No, Uncle Bob, I don't want any soup. Okay. How about some toast? Do you want some? and you're like, he'd just keep going. Then go, how about a banana? Okay, I'll take a banana.
Yeah,
He
just
was
like
not
you
happy
have to say yes
until
to
you ate
something
something.
to end the cycle. Yeah. Okay. So the four of you file in. She is no longer disoriented. She is alert and fairly agitated and handcuffed to a metal table in a otherwise kind of like silver wall room. Maybe
Does it have the one-way glass?
yeah.
It's like a more padded version of a standard interview room with more weird D-rings everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. And imagine Cece is probably still in the other side of the glass, like on the phone, and like
Lovely.
recording the thing. Like yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah.
And looking at the weirdly overstuffed chair
Yeah.
that's in there. That's what some people like.
Oh, for sure. We're not here to king shame.
It's a recliner.
I'm going to take up a position behind her so she can't see me.
Okay.
So
I mean,
as we-
she can like turn around.
Sure, but I mean,
yeah.
like, for the most part, if she's focused forward, it makes you uncomfortable if there's
Yeah.
someone standing right behind, or someone standing behind you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Sach, are you trying to do anything as you walk past to stand behind her, like to actively intimidate her, or you're just walking around to stand behind her?
I just want to make sure that she sees me so she knows that I just walked behind her. So it's not
Yeah,
like...
I mean, she sees all of you walk in.
Right.
And you walk around behind her. That's fine.
Right. I think like if we all come around to the front first, and then I deliberately peel off and go
Sure.
behind her, so she knows. Like it's very clear that someone is standing behind her that she knows is armed.
Yep.
And has used could use deadly force.
Yep. Okay. Hutch is kind of standing back and to the left a little bit of where Yrsa is. What's happening?
Ursa's shadow.
Yeah, basically.
I have backup.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for this. Max is going to take the chair and turn it around.
Oh no!
and sit down in it.
Take an XP.
Yes! I did it! I got a second one, guys.
I like glance up while I'm on the phone. I'm kind of like, I just keep like, oh god.
So you botched a hostage job.
Yeah.
So,
Nailed it.
day's not going so well, is it?
Nope.
Look, we know how this dance goes. You say things to me, I say things to you. We waste a lot of people's time. Why don't we just level with each other? Who sent you after Signy?
Do you not know the bounty?
Of course I know the bounty. I was checking to make sure you knew the bounty. I don't actually say that. I'm going to need you to elaborate a little bit.
Is ship that had mutiny.
Slow
Is that in character?
No.
No? Okay. All right. I want to try to keep our
Yeah, I
our
apologize.
no, that's
For sure,
fine. It's
for
fine.
sure.
Yeah, we never joke around in this game.
Nope.
So yeah, that's
You're going to have to be a little more specific.
there is a bounty out on you, and I had a lead on Signy. I knew that would get Yrsa, and probably bring this whole thing to a head.
And when you say bounty out on you, do you mean me or you?
Well, all of you and your friend who's probably behind that glass as well. Certainly, there's a bounty out for that data. There's, and I don't want to bring in people. That's rude. But I wanted to bring in the data and get paid for it.
Great. Cool. Who put the bounty out?
Well, I mean, that's kind of how the bounty board works.
Right, but if you want to see the outside of a cell, you might want to tell me so we can help you.
Well, you can't keep me in here.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, not in here directly, but I'm pretty sure we could find a place to keep you. Have you never heard of Tivoli Gardens Jail?
What do you want me to do? She's like gesturing a little bit and like keeps forgetting, like clanking on the handcuffs, but
Just
you know.
tell us what we need to know, and we can say that you cooperated and maybe find you some leniency.
What am I supposed to tell you?
Not to undercut your whole thing right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think that I feel like this would be knowledge Yrsa might have, is the bounty board is sort of anonymous.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a text that comes up in your HUD
Yeah.
that we've
Oh,
talked
no,
about.
I
No,
was
she
like-
can't mind text.
Yrsa,
Oh,
one,
yeah.
can't mind text, and two, is sort of not good at this particular interaction.
You can
with
take
other
your
people.
phone out.
Yeah, she might text.
So, Max, I'm gonna need you to roll
Yeah,
negotiate, but I'm gonna pull your social down to flat
that's fair.
because that you got.
I did an oopsie. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I didn't want to undercut something that wasn't true.
No, but that is
seemed
correct.
No, that's definitely what I was trying to get at, and
I
I feel
thought
like,
she was just being stubborn.
but I also feel like it's in theme that Max didn't get it, and in theme that Yrsa would be the one to tell him about
Yeah.
it.
So that's an 8.
Okay, so as an 8, I'm going to say you have not completely bottomed out your credibility with Freshwater. I almost called her Rosewater, which is actually a way better name, and I wish that had been her name from the start.
She may have a sister later,
Yeah.
or a brother.
So,
Hey, you control reality.
Yeah.
So it could have been Rosewater the whole time.
no, I'm not going to retcon that. I have to live with the fact that I'm bad at naming NPCs. I know what I am.
If that's the one thing you're bad at, honestly.
That's true. Yeah.
Sure, that's the one thing.
No, it had to be, because otherwise the hubris.
Gets you every time.
Yeah.
Um,
Naming NPCs is your Achilles horse.
So bad.
What is happening?
just go on without me, please.
Great. She tells us everything we need to know. We go and we blow up whoever started this.
This
and then
is
we go get
why.
ice cream.
This is why we don't let Joey GM.
It's a guy with a cat from Rise. Yeah.
But then the cat, turns on him and joins us.
Yeah, he turns the chair around, that sort of thing. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
No, it's actually a cat that has a henchman that's a guy that's stroking it. It's a hyper intelligent cat.
Die.
Meow, meow, meow.
So, Yrsa, you explain this fact to Max, and you hear this very muffled, amused snort behind you. It is very quiet, but if it had been a worse roll, Max, this is kind of
absolutely.
how things could have played out. But Freshwater basically just keeps this flat affect and says, "It is anonymous. That is how it works."
Great. So, who else do you know of that could be after us? I'm sure you have some connections to the underworld.
Well, I mean, everyone on the bounty board has access to the same bounty. Well, I mean, if you're a high enough rank, obviously, look, I'm practically 5 stars, so what are you gonna do? I have a lot of access.
So how many people would have that access to that bounty?
Well, 5 stars is very exclusive,
Yes, and you're doing a very good job.
but the bounty is 4 and up.
Okay, how much is the bounty for?
She lists a very large number.
Oh,
Large enough to, not that you could buy this brothel, but you could start a small club. But I don't know how to list currency. But
Right.
Where is the bounty getting turned into? Where were you going to meet?
there would be a dead drop.
Yes, where's the dead drop?
Well, I hadn't checked in to turn it in. It would be generated when I, list that I'm ready to submit this and I'm not being chased and,
so if you were to submit now that you had the information and needed to do the dead drop?
Oh, well, everyone knows that I got taken.
The brothers.
This is
Oh, right.
extremely. That's why I said I'm at 4.8 star right now, and this is not my best day.
So you're saying you know nothing that you can share.
I have shared everything I know. I mean, honestly, it's nothing personal. This is a job, and I didn't want to hurt anyone, and didn't.
Is technically correct.
I got hit.
Well, you hit first.
That is accurate. Okay, well, yeah, this seems pretty fucking useless.
I mean, I'm not useless. I'm very good.
Yes, you are, and the knife thing is very cool.
Which one?
The little one, those are funky. I liked that. That was really cool. The issue is that you kind of attacked us, and we didn't like that very much, and we would really like it if you didn't do it again.
I'm trying to picture this in Yrsa's voice.
Okay, I will remind you that when I gave you the description, I was like, jacked Disney princess.
Yes, yeah, yeah. I want a social roll.
Yeah, sure.
Descriptions aside, there are some dice mechanics here. It's your flat roll at least.
It's my
but
flat roll.
I picture the friend from Gravity Falls. Like, what's her name?
Oh,
Grenda.
Grenda.
Grenda. I don't know it. So we're rolling streetwise.
Yes. Okay. Cool. That's a +1. That's a 7 plus 1 is 8.
Okay.
I'm
And
waiting for these rolls to go bad.
so can you like give me the line again?
What was it? Oh, it's the you. Regardless, you attacked us, and we'd rather you not do it again.
I mean, there are bounties on the board. You go after the highest ones you qualify for because they pay the best and they move your star rating up.
You don't pick and choose. Like, sometimes you're just having like an off day, so you do like a less major bounty.
Well, it pulls your rating down.
This is like the worst system. Well, your
Capitalism, what can you do?
I mean, you got to give the noobs a chance to come up. Like,
No,
if we start taking all the easy ones, then, there's no...
It's a bounty hunters guild. It's
not really a guild.
yeah.
It's more of a organization, like a collective, yeah.
I guess it's just that, well, you failed, and it's not like you can try. I guess you can try again. I would rather you not try again. And the main way to not get you to do this again isn't great.
Or you could pay me a lot of money,
Oh,
and I'll sign a non-compete clause.
I did not think about that.
How much money?
I mean, it doesn't have to be that much. I'm not dumb. But, like, $1 million?
Try again.
Okay, so we're going to have to roll negotiate.
Yeah, we're going to roll negotiate.
And I think she's already, just so we have a rough idea of what we're talking about, I think she's already at like 10, like she was basically going to get 10 million, and now she's asking for $1 million to sign a non-compete. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we would have to roll negotiate if you are entertaining the idea at all. If you're not willing to pay her anything, we don't have to roll.
No, I'm willing to pay her something. That was something that crossed my mind. But $1 million? I think we can go lower than that.
Do we have $1 million to spend?
I don't know how much money Max
Yeah,
has.
you all got paid a bunch of money.
Oh yeah, we have a lot
the,
of money.
For the salvage and the news stories, but it's also only been a week or so since the salvage, since like bringing that ship in.
Right. So it hasn't all necessarily.
It's not liquid per se, but you do have access to funds.
There it is.
Mark XP.
Yep.
Roll three, guys.
But I did get. It's not. It's. I mean, I'm assuming it's social.
Yeah, you actually are at 6 though, right?
Yeah, I am at 6, so it is an XP.
Now we know why.
No,
No,
it's 6, I can't
yeah. We know how Max took a bath on that show deal. However,
can
at a
I-
6,
can
yeah,
I
let's
assist?
Sach, let's. How are you? Are you
I'm-
looming?
No.
I mean, you're only 5'10".
Right, I know. Well, she's seated, so.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But actually, what I want to do is kind of, I want to make a distraction. And the distraction is, as they begin to haggle, I will interrupt her and say, "What are you working with, drone?"
No, nobody. That guy's a dickhead.
Oh, it's just a multiple.
Just, yeah, okay.
No, he's like 3-star. I would never work with that guy.
If he is 3-star, how come he has this job?
No, he can't he can't even like
We were
take the guys I hired are 3-star, but I just paid them. Like they're not.
Yes.
They can't access the bounty. That's why they would work for me.
So drone person is 3-star, and so someone must have hired?
Drone is 3-star. Yes.
And yet they got closer to getting one of us than you did. So
Wait. Drone is organization? Is one person? Drone is identifier?
No, drones is like scrawny white guy in the docks.
Okay.
He's like a tug pilot and the shitty bounty hunter.
There's someone piloting you had a word for it, and it was really cool, and I wrote it down.
Warframe.
I can't see.
Anthroform.
Yeah.
Anthroform drone.
There was someone piloting an anthroform drone as well.
Oh.
Was it yours?
No. Look, you can check my rigs. I don't have anything to do remote control. That's not my thing.
No, you're fine. It just means we always have to take into account now that it's going to be more than one person.
I mean, there's at least a dozen people at my level who run remotes. That's like, sorry, that doesn't narrow it down much.
No, it doesn't.
They're a really common tool. Lots of people use them.
So it may not be level 3 drone. Star 3 drone.
No. He's no one will work with
I
him.
did not know
No, that
perhaps
guy
it was... I did not know if perhaps it was gimmick. Everyone has gimmick.
So you were going to do a help.
Yes.
Let's roll your social.
Oh, good.
Because you weren't intimidating her.
Right.
So
no, I was just trying to throw her off of the
actually,
negotiation.
this is mental. This is a mental thing. Okay. So we're going to roll mental plus streetwise.
Okay.
You actually don't care if she likes you or not.
That's true. Oh, no good. That is 6.
Okay. So for Max and Sach, I don't want to I'm never going to tell you how your character should feel or think about something, but there's a very real perception of freshwater talking rings around the two of you, and even
I don't know how that's possible. I clearly know everything about the underworld and how it works.
just sneeze or don't ugh. I hate that.
Stare at a bright light.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, next time you have that feeling, stare at a bright light and it'll trigger for you.
Okay.
Or for most people it does.
Okay, so she is just extremely disarming, right? And for the two of you, she seems honest and trustworthy, and is not a public figure on the level that you guys are, but is well known in her field. When she starts describing and gives you references, it's this is not I don't want to, but this is a lot of money. I can't just walk away from that with nothing.
And here's my card.
Right.
This isn't personal. Here's
Absolutely.
my card if you need.
That's I think my biggest mistake was hiring those brothers. Those fucking guys.
They were not great.
And I think that's where she really breaks it. She's those guys are fucking idiots, right? And now you're leaning in with her,
right, she's totally got us in camaraderie.
To be fair, her biggest mistake was going after Signy.
Yeah, you don't have to participate in this, but your
Yes.
buddies are just getting real chummy with
If
freshwater.
she ever brings that up, that is the one interjection.
Let us talk about this, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some time. She makes to look at a watch as the handcuffs clank.
Well, no, here, if she can still do the thing, right, and make her little, because she was using holographic whatever.
Oh yeah, she has a hand interface.
Right, so it's just if she can check the time. I have time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally. I mean, she can even get her blades out. She just can't do anything to you. I think one of them she clicks out, and that's probably forearm, right? Clicks her hand is just checking the mechanism a little bit, not trying to intimidate or anything. She's just mildly annoyed.
She takes it out, starts picking her nails with it.
Yeah.
Cece can hear all this happening, right?
I'm on the other side of the window, and I'm making
On the
a lot
phone.
of calls. And
Yeah.
I'm on the phone. I can see what's happening, but I can't
Because I think the only thing we can do from here is to try to trace who put out the bounty on us, which, because this is just another thing we're going to have to deal with while we do whatever we're doing next.
And we may need to hide our security
Yeah.
more than what we already do.
And in general, be more vigilant.
We should maybe talk about this not in front of our friend.
Oh no, don't mind me.
I think she has figured out all of those already. I do not think this would have been such an easy job with the 3 stars if we were known to have security detail. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as a professional, it would have been a different sort of job.
Yes.
Most like.
Well, and I wasn't willing to hurt the hostage. That's a very different. Sorry, I was bluffing.
Well, that is good to know.
It wasn't you I was worried about with the hostage situation, considering you hired some pretty jumpy dudes.
I had control of that situation.
Alright.
They were just incompetent, and then everything. I mean, that was a hell of an entrance you guys made, by the way.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
just, that was the way you all came through there, and then I tell you, that kidney punch you gave me, I'm still fit. That sucks.
Oh yeah, no, it's right. It's like one of the. Look, so you're not supposed to technically use it in a ring because it's a little below the belt, but kind of not really.
But when you think you're fighting for your life, I
but
get it. I
it's
understand
kinda
why
why
you did it.
It's
It was
kind of why I like doing this.
Yeah.
Hold on.
yeah, this is her.
Yeah.
She's just
Yeah, she's good.
completely.
Yeah, does she have a card?
Well, let's reconvene real quick outside of the room. I have something I want to ask the two of you.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but she pulls her fingers apart and transmits a
Yeah, cool.
contact information and.
Okay. So if we are outside the room, Max will say, so first, I think we should pay her to get her off our back.
And even if not full amount, I think amount of information makes up for it.
Right. But also potentially pay her to throw people off our scent or to give us a heads up if someone's coming after us. If she hears word that, so-and-so bounty hunter is going after this bounty, she gives us a heads up, we throw a little money her way. If it's good information.
I don't know. I think that's a good idea. Bounty hunters generally don't announce when they're going after a bounty. They just go after it.
Right, but maybe they see someone
bad
prepping.
ones do.
Huh.
Bad ones do.
Maybe she sees someone prepping. Maybe someone's at a bar bragging. Maybe, loose lips and such.
Hutch is still in the room, by the way. If that's she's just following you around.
Yeah, I did realize that I was asking this other person for their number and stuff.
Oh yeah, there was a little the camera caught this cloud over Hutch's.
I didn't realize.
Hutch is I could kill her.
I forgot. Okay. Well. So,
Well, Yrsa doesn't even know that
Yeah,
Hutch is
it's
into her.
just-
So yeah,
look.
Ursa's like, this is a business contact.
yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's really nice here. Okay, so we've come into a lot of money, so it is possible that we can afford to pay her. However, we cannot pay every single bounty hunter who comes after us.
Yes.
We don't need to, but if we know they're coming, we can get prepared.
And then kill them all? Is that the plan?
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
Okay.
We need to figure out who put up the bounty.
Right.
Okay.
But we need to be safe in the meantime while we figure out who that is. We should all be in disguise. If they know who we are, they're going to keep coming after us. So if we walk around not as ourselves, then no one's going to be able to track us down.
I'm trying to find a hole in your plan, and I hate that I can't. I really hate that I can't.
Yeah.
I will be Chris Gain. I'm sorry, I just had to.
It's
better than Bruno.
It's not a bad plan. It's that I just don't. We can't live our entire lives pretending to be other people.
Well,
now.
we're not going to, but at least until we figure out who's coming after us and who wants...
And then they can go after our friends and family again.
What about, I don't know, laying low on the Brosnia for a while? Off ring?
Oh, I can't be like off ring the entire time.
Well,
I
no,
I
I'm
really
not-
hate the
yeah.
idea of living in a spaceship.
Why? Is
Plenty of
good
room.
shape.
Yeah. You could easily put 4 hammocks up in there. You could easily put 4 hammocks up in the Brosnia.
Every time we've left the station.
But we won't leave ship. It happens when we leave ship.
We didn't leave ship the first time.
She has a point.
The ship kind of left us.
I mean, there's my penthouse. It's one location, pretty well guarded.
So I hate to be paranoid, but seeing as it was my friend who was targeted to get to us, and I'm pretty sure all of us have families, this could be more of a... We should figure at least a way to warn our friends and family, and...
If I could... So Hutch is like... could I...
Oh, please.
I mean, from another point of view, it might be a bad idea to put all of you in the same spot. And I'm just saying, like, I've got a little extra room here, so like you could like stay with me. If you all have friends that you could, like, then it's harder to get all of you in one go. At least I'm just like spitballing here.
Take your shot.
Shoot
Yeah.
your shot, man!
Max, game recognizes game.
Miss every
Respect.
shot you don't
Respect.
take. Yeah, Max, you don't even have to roll. You
Oh,
can
yeah, I
see
know.
this like, just, and it's not even like trying to get laid. It's like crush.
Oh, yeah.
right. Like it's
Like, oh no, they caught feelings.
yeah. Like whoops.
Oh, rookie mistake.
Hutch, do you mind? I need to speak to my friends alone for a moment.
Oh yeah. So sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just it's a thing that needs to stay between the 4 of us.
No, I get it totally. So I will. I'll wait out front with cred. Yeah.
And in case I don't get a chance to say it later, thank you for everything you've done, and I'm sure Yrsa thanks you too.
Oh yeah, of course I did.
Cool. She like. Okay. And she bumps into the door. Like very cool, calm, and collected. Hutch was the. I'm trying to remember which one I cast as which. I think Cred.
Hutch is Carrie-Anne Moss.
Okay, yeah, and Cred is
Michelle
Michelle
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Okay, so yeah, this Carrie-Anne Moss, who was extremely calm and collected, is like
Twitter-pated.
coming a little part of the seams there.
Here is what I am thinking. As long as only we have information, we will be target. If we can offload the information, then we will not be target, or any more so than someone else who is rich. So, I do not want this to go to Rise. Is there someone else we can trust with information?
I don't think, like, even being able to let other people know that we don't have that information, I don't think they're going to believe us. We don't have it now. It is with...
Oh, no, I am saying if we...
I don't think you guys know who it's with. I didn't tell you.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's with Cece's friend.
Yeah.
I'm not saying physical data, I am saying information. So is there an organization or someone who could help some group we can trust with information, and if it become public, there is no reason to come after us?
Oh, well,
Oh,
Lockbox, Deadman Signal type of thing is a service Marquis literally provides.
Okay.
I mean, lots of places on the ring can do it, but like your personal friend Marquis of the Docks.
Yeah.
Is like
Of the dogs.
Of the docks.
Quiz of the Docks.
Excellent. Truly excellent. So, sorry, I'm just out of character trying to understand. The plan is to...
So what I'm saying, or what
Yeah.
Sach is trying to say, is that if the problem is that people know or suspect that we have this information.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to successfully lie and say that, oh, it was destroyed, we don't know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that if we can get it to an organization that can let it be known, and it's publicized that
If everyone has the information, they're
this
not gonna
was
come after
recovered,
us.
there's no
Okay.
reason to come after us anymore.
I think that's a not good
Yeah, that's
plan.
just gonna get it
'Cause
faster
it's
and
gonna-
rise its hands.
Yeah, have you... so, like, back in character, it's the, like... Have you ever organized a group of more than 4 people? Or, like,
No,
have you
I-
ever tried to plan a surprise party?
No, I understand. I'm trying
Yeah.
to shoot some videos for this game, and it's just
Yeah.
What about something like this? What if we have freshwater? Inform people that we have it rigged, so if anything happens to any of us or anybody that we care about, the information is going to be lost forever.
It's wiped.
That I like. I think that could be a
Which is,
quicker deterrent.
yeah. You want to threaten us, we'll threaten the information.
so that means that we're admitting that we have the information.
I think at this point, if they're coming after us because they think we have the information, they know we have the information. Or at least know how to get it. But if we can get the information out to them that we have a Killman switch on it, that might deter some.
I imagine the microphone's turned down, but you can hear Freshwater like, can I get some water or like anything? She's kind of looking around because like she doesn't know if you all are behind the mirror right now. She's just like, anyone? Like, that's just sort of over the conversation.
Right.
We're under it because it's a pretty quiet, little microphone thing. But
I do not want to be in position of having to guard information forever. But at the same time, I do not want to necessarily admit that we have. Because if we do, then there is nothing to say they do not target all of us, whether we are together or not, and convince us to release Dead Man Switch.
That would also rely on bounty hunters agreeing to work together to share a prize.
If prize is big enough, money talk.
But fewer hands means more money. And what's fewer than one?
I really thought that was going to turn into a failed analogy, and it actually landed.
Thank you!
I was just waiting for the you were gonna max it up. Not Joey. Joey makes great analogies.
Yeah.
But I was waiting
What?
oh no, that actually made sense.
No, Max is actually really excited about this idea now, so he's putting his brain into overtime.
What if we-
what if, I know this sounds really insane, what if we publicly just destroy the file? If we don't want Rise to get it, we shouldn't want anybody to get it.
But who would believe it is actual file? In order for people to know that this was the file, we have to show some proof. Otherwise, it could be any data crystal.
Well, and just out of character note too, the people who have survived this process, it could theoretically be their legacy.
True.
Lots of people who legitimately opt to be uploaded. That's a choice a person could make for themselves.
Right.
And no one else is even close to this level of research.
Yeah, I think the reason we even kept it instead of destroying it was because it was out of respect for the recovered.
Well, what I was going to suggest would be that we give it to the recovered and help them set up an organization in order to be able to not the ones who
I was
are
gonna say-
calling for whatever, but the other ones who wanted to maintain private. We will have a lot of resources if they have the information and it's already happened to them, and we could help them create an organization or a trust or something that would protect the data or let them develop a safe way to have it happen, for other humans who are interested, and maybe do psychological analysis or something. I mean, like, there might be a safe way to do this.
Yeah, just sitting on the information is not going to help anyone or hurt
Sorry.
anyone, but, like, also not... Like, I don't want it to be our decision to leak it, but you're right. I like the idea of putting it in the hand of the recovered. Out of character, we know that it's one of the people with the Church of the Eye.
I don't know if
I
you've
never
even
told
said that.
you. I never
Oh, no.
told you anything.
Sorry.
Out of
character, yes, we know it's...
Out of character, we have it written down, or our notes say that. But we know that you give it... This is the out of character thing.
Yeah, I know. I recognize it. Yeah.
Yeah, as a teacher,
it was
this
better
is
than-
restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's better than this.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
this.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of, like, okay, fine.
But we're doing different hand gestures if you're just listening
Yeah.
that LARPers use to show that they're
Watch.
speaking out of character.
I was
Watch
just
me be a
signaling the
nerd
bunt.
for a while.
Just don't do this.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
for Lord.
the...
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
So yeah, out of character. We actually have a safe place to go for it to go, but don't know that. But yeah, no, I don't want it to be our decision.
But maybe we should then meet with a representative from the recovered and see what they want to do with it.
I mean,
think-
Commander Winge is willing to meet with you.
We can
No.
meet with Commander
No.
Lynch
No.
anyway.
He has demanded to meet with you, in fact.
No, the other recovered.
Well-
the
Yeah, I know.
majority.
I know what you
yeah.
mean.
It might actually be worth talking to Commander Winge just to see.
I mean, we could do another false flag. I can meet with Commander Winge publicly while y'all are talking to
It's not
the recovered.
well every time.
Or maybe you and Yrsa can meet with Winge, or you hire other additional
That's
security.
actually a good point. I should stop going places by myself.
Please stop going places by yourself. I don't know why I keep letting you. You two, because could meet with your contact, and we could meet with Commander Winge, and that could go only well.
Well, and Max can also make a public statement of, we are happy to meet with Commander Winge and, and set the date and time, whatever. And that way it's very public and...
Eyes are on us, so you all can move through the shadows.
And in the meantime, it may be worth letting people know that if anything happens to us or anyone we care about, we'll destroy the information.
Well, that's something we just leaked to Commander Winge.
Well, I mean, even before that. Unless you want to get on, Finstagram right now. I don't know what we're using for
Well, no, I just...
Facebook.
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 The people that are going to come after us, I'm sure, are somehow connected to Commander Winge. So if we tell him, he's going to let them know.
Oh, we think Winge did a bounty. So,
It wouldn't surprise me, or at
Wouldn't
least who
surprise
he's
me.
working with.
Yeah.
so our to-do list. Contact Commander Winge with the public statement.
Mm-hmm.
Contact CC's contact with the private statement. Let everyone know not to fuck with us. Then I would really, really, really like to go to Gas Giant because I have not gotten to eat yet.
God, well, I so want like a greasy burger for real right now. Like,
I know, onion rings. I'm like so craving onion rings.
God.
I
Should
would
we go
like
to
solid
Denny's after
food,
this?
please.
I'm in.
All
So
right.
yeah, that's my to-do list.
I think this is a good plan. It may help get us out of the hot seat, and it might do good for the recovered to have mission and purpose.
And what do we do about freshwater?
When you glance over there, a security guard has like brought water, and then I was like sitting on the table and just like they're chit-chatting about something. They're speaking softly. They're not like whispering, but it's hard to get it over the mic because he's in the way of the microphone now.
She is so charming.
I think we hold agreement and pay, and at least this one is off, and maybe it becomes that that we are reasonable. I do not know. I do not know who she tells, but...
Yeah, but I also want to start a precedent of, we almost got you. Money, please.
Well, damn it, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. She's
Give a mouse a cookie.
But that's
No.
really cool.
Gonna want some milk.
That would imply Freshwater would tell people about the deal,
Yeah.
which you could write into
the
the
contract,
non-compete.
And,
Okay.
she may not want that to be public knowledge either.
I guess technically she wants a non-complete clause.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
so mad.
No, I'm
Yay.
loving it.
I'm so mad. It was
That
so
was-
good. It was delicious.
So I mean, I think that seems reasonable. Speaking of, she seems honest.
Yeah, she seems very on the level.
I think she'll keep word.
I don't know why you gotta punch her so hard.
Seems unnecessary.
She could have been reasonable from start.
She wasn't. I was there.
I was not.
Yeah, you can't gaslight me on this. I was there. But yeah, let's. I like this plan. If we have no other thoughts, we can head back and let her know.
Okay.
Cool.
And while you guys are letting her know, I'm going to text my friend, because on the private text, about setting up a meetup with some of the recovered who are not part of Winch's group.
When you send a message off to Kelvin.
Yeah, not on my Rise phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you realize there's like a notification of you didn't get a message, you just got a like the equivalent of like your Google Drive, like your document was updated, and you're like, you haven't had that open in a long time. Like, you don't write a lot of essays.
Yeah.
But there's a little note there that's like, yep, your document's been updated.
Can I access the document through my HUD? Okay.
Yeah. You pull it up, and it's just like a blank text document with, it's just like a black and white. It's not blank. It has words on it. It's the opposite of blank. But it just says, midnight tonight at the Turnaround, which is a club in the Forge. Like, it's definitely not a bar. It's like a club/lounge.
A clownge?
No, it's not that. Aggressively not that.
You picked this cast.
And then it is signed the Watchmaker.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. All right.
I'll just be careful at the turnaround, because every now and then they fall apart.
I'm really happy that he said that.
I'll make sure to wear my night vision goggles so I'll have bright eyes.
There
nice,
you go.
Nice. I make good choices. And I invited Joey.
Oh,
That's fair. 7 to 9, bitches.
I thought I was getting 7 of 9.
Oh, yeah.
That's like...
Close but no Picard.
Oh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Literally, right? That's not his show.
No.
Yeah.
goodbye, Clara.
Yep, thanks for joining us.
It was like, I'm out.
I'll just delete your name tag right now.
Yeah, just remove the whole last name tag.
All right, so first things first, what are we doing about Freshwater?
We paying
I
her.
think we're paying her, and we're going to make this non-complete clause.
We'll get her card for reasons.
Yep. Now I think the $1 million, if we all chip in, is probably pretty close to a lot of your funds right now, even though you're expecting all this money to come in. So I just want to put that out there. We're all putting $250,000 in. What did we have left over in Traveller money? Any notes?
I actually had a lot left over because I didn't spend a lot of it.
Yeah, I haven't spent a lot either.
I had, I believe, 9,000 is
Okay.
what I had at the end of character creation.
Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not my...
I take copious notes, and I did not take notes on this.
Okay, well, let's do this. Aside from all of that,
I have like 13,000.
yeah,
and
okay.
change.
So then, let's say everyone has been fronted. Like, I mean, you brought in this incredible. Like, you've all been fronted $500,000,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay.
Of like potential deals, interviews. You know, just these various things of like, hey, we'll give you $50,000 if you give us this exclusive thing. And it's like a payment for the option, you know, all of the offers that have come in. Let's,
Guest appearances at clubs.
yeah, actually, I'm gonna roll some dice. I don't know how to calculate that.
Guest
Never mind.
appearances at clounges.
Nope, that's not a thing. And I hate it.
I'm not
The
going
only
to
thing I
quit
don't
trying to
like
make it a thing.
I
The only
know.
thing I don't like about clounges is the drinks taste funny.
At 2.
It was always her.
Plus the what, everything down with seltzer?
Yeah.
I think at this point it's at quart.
It's amazing because the clown is so small, but they can pack so many people in it.
That's amazing. Oh,
So this is the show where I need the Curb Your Enthusiasm music, the compilation. But it's every time I have to look at camera while you guys do this.
Or we'll just bring in a gong for you. But we'd all refuse to leave stage, so. Anyway,
Set.
yes. We still have some time for this game.
yeah,
So.
yeah. No, that's good. We may not go all the way till 10 because we're like setting up a lot of stuff, and we don't need to just artificially fill the time either.
Okay.
So, but I want to kind of establish our timeline and what all is happening. So,
Did my text still go through to my friend, though?
oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay,
just like you send the text, and then you're like, document.
Oh,
like,
okay,
what?
okay.
And so this like blank document has just been inserted into your Google, your whatever, your space drive.
Space
It's
anything.
it would be Dropbox, wouldn't it?
It would be Dropbox.
Dropbox, yeah.
Okay, that one I liked.
That's the one she likes.
Every once in a while, there's one that's fun.
Okay,
But if I can say something, this is probably really weird because I'm sure that CC has a lot of security on your file. So to have somebody just loop
no, this
something
is
in
like-
is like, whoa.
It's like, oh.
yeah, that's good. Okay, I was trying to communicate that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is extremely
Yeah.
strange.
No. I was like, I saw it, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
But the Watchmaker also has like these technical reputation, and it has some hacking reputation, like all of that kind of stuff. So I don't think we know what they look like.
No, they probably would not have a public persona.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the Watchmaker.
I go in, I'm all, Grandma?
I'm only mildly concerned because looking at the Rise Corp logo, it's a bunch of gears with a clock on it.
Hey, every cog in its place.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah. Mildly concerned. Out of character.
Yep.
Max just very excited for a new timepiece.
I love it. All right. So, and Cece, the rumors that you've heard, anyone who ever claims to have spoken to the Watchmaker is that they meet in a like blacked out vac suit, and the voice is modulated, and so some people claim to have met them personally,
Right.
but nobody knows what they look like.
Okay.
Also, Sacha, I was meaning to tell you, there are also rumors that the entry point, or like the most common entry point to the bounty board, or bounty, it's not a guild, but it's,
Right.
collective,
Okay.
is at the docks.
Okay.
The Marquis might know, but that's not part of the rumor.
Right.
But,
But he's down with the BHC.
Yeah,
yeah.
you know he.
but not we. Yep.
This
all
is
right.
to make up for that hour and a half.
Yeah, we front load, we backloaded all of this.
I'll say.
You can just stop listening now. It only.
Oh
gets
no,
worse.
we're not done.
Oh, don't. We're delightful.
As much as I hate puns, I love this crew.
Max, you're contacting legal to draw up a non-complete clause.
Absolutely.
Okay. And Yrsa.
The only thing I can think of doing between now and meeting with the watchmaker
is
or whatever
Hutch.
is going home and taking a nap.
Yeah. Sorry, that was...
I love it.
She's crushing on you. That's not necessarily reciprocated, and that's fine.
I'm enjoying fucking up
Like,
everything.
not knowing.
Not knowing. Well, also because Yrsa's still into Signy, who's not
Yeah.
into her right now. Also, I was going to text Signy because I wanted to make sure that she was okay, and also because I thought she was coming down with us.
Yeah, she did initially.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she wanted to see the anthroform, and then, she saw that you all were going to deal with Freshwater and just didn't want to see her again. So,
Sure.
Yeah,
once she saw that you all were kind of taking care of business, and Ingvar has a settlement for her,
Yeah.
because she wants her to stay at the brothel, right? So,
Did want to check what her security was going to look like then.
she's been upgraded to the penthouse level.
Okay, great.
So,
She still doesn't want to hang out.
not right now.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I-
I mean, how do you pose the question?
There's just the cat, like, are you okay? And she'll, all that
Mm-hmm.
information comes in. And then, like, so are you going to be okay tonight?
Space flicks and chill.
Let's see. She texts, yeah, I have a lot to do to move into the new place. And yeah, I have to get settled in.
Okay. All right, I'm not going to go somewhere I'm not explicitly invited. Cool.
Yeah, she did not technically invite you.
Yes, and also on this character sheet that was reprinted, it does say mildly annoyed still. It just says, like, Signy, brothel friend, mildly annoyed.
Yep.
Listen, Satch will take you up so you can stand outside her balcony with a boombox and win.
It's not, you don't,
No, we don't like that approach.
I
I know.
like that
I know.
approach.
It was really bad.
Awkward
I know, that's
helper
okay, that's it.
move.
It's true. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm giving her space. It's fine. Anyway,
Acts of service is a love language.
it actually super is.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to push it right now. She's been through a lot, and I feel like it's
been a
very
day.
valid not wanting to see the person who is the reason you went through a lot today.
Yep, even if that was the person who helped resolve it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've fought before. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I'll go home and take a nap.
Yep. Let's see.
And order. What's
Gas giant.
Yeah,
order
that's
gas
what I was gonna
giant.
say. Yeah, what's our Grubhub? What's our DoorDash?
Space mates.
Space
Space
mates.
Mates.
Well,
Yeah.
that sounds like a Tinder
Ports mates.
situation.
What?
Portsmates.
Ports mates.
Ports mates.
Ports. Hey, that feels bad in the mouth.
Yeah. Well, most stuff I get from those delivery places feels bad in the mouth.
Bad mouth
Doesn't
feel.
stop me from ordering them.
Yeah.
Generic
all right.
space delivery service.
Yes.
Yeah. GSS.
Yeah.
GSDS.
GSDS.
GSDS and old movies and whatever. I'm going to take a nap before we do our next thing because it's been a long day and no one ever sleeps in RPGs.
Yeah.
True.
True.
Unless they're trying to recover spells.
Yeah.
I'm recovering my emotional spells.
I am probably, unless there's anything we need to do, the thing we'll probably pick up with next time is, well, Cece, do you tell everyone about the watchmaker meeting?
I would know better.
Okay.
I think because the watchmaker is so secret, so clandestine,
Yeah.
I would not tell them about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just maybe that you have a meeting or something.
Yeah,
or...
just that I have a meeting
Okay.
with someone important, and that's it.
If
Okay.
the watchmaker wanted us, we'd have Google documents.
Exactly.
We'd have Dropbox documents in our...
Are you
Well,
worried?
that's actually an interesting point because the watchmaker knows who you are. I actually am going to retcon that. That's actually an excellent point, and I think your document says, see you and your friends.
Oh, okay. So then I do tell them. By the way, make your nap quick. We have a meeting at midnight at the turnaround.
It's like 7 o'clock?
Which is a little hard to get into, honestly. Like,
It's like 7 o'clock?
yeah.
We've been requested.
It gives me like 3 hours of sleep. That's fine.
And I say, I just go, by the watchmaker. To someone from the Forge, that's
Yeah.
a big
I think it's
deal.
mostly exciting to CC. You've heard of the name,
All right.
right?
I have a watchmaker. He's like the Marquis of the Forge,
Oh.
in a way.
The
But not
looks
really.
of dawning realization.
In a way, but not really.
But not publicly.
But not
and
publicly.
no one knows who they are.
Is kind of big deal.
It's a big deal.
Great.
Dress nice. Turnaround is,
Yeah.
Have we been
best
to the turnaround?
spacesuit.
Max has been to the turnaround, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he doesn't
it's,
need a reservation.
It's mildly exclusive. I'm sure Max would show up at some point.
Costume changes.
Yeah. Well, Max is going to do a show and then a costume change.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's midnight, so, there's time for a show. And
Oh yeah,
Oh, it means I have to follow you.
show and dinner
You're
afterwards.
still working.
Son of dinner.
I'm
You're still working. I'm never getting a nap.
Yeah, he did a whole negotiation for a show, and
Yeah.
has to turn up to do it. So
I'm gonna find a
You
spot.
can sleep through the show.
I have.
every night.
Is that our
Ex-
button?
Yrsa chose violence.
Real quick, I want a brief of what Sach is up to in this amount of time till midnight.
Sacha is going to... I'm going to go find the Marquis, and I'm going to apologize for the sudden problem that I asked him to solve for me,
Okay.
and let him know that I do not consider our relationship to be strictly transactional.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just I called you because I wanted something from you. It was my back was against the wall. This was a friend, and I needed help very quickly. And I'm very sorry that it came off as abrupt and perhaps a bit like using him.
Okay. I like that. I'm going to have you roll social,
Okay,
but normally that's weak, right?
it is.
I actually think I'm going to give you 2 bumps because that's a good apology, but also the way that you handled Hutch and Cred, like, they got back to him and said, like, that was a great job. Like, thanks for sending us out on that. Hutch in particular is real excited about the people that she met, and Cred was like, they were very professional, and that went very smoothly, so thanks. I don't think even he knows what Cred's name is. Like,
No, I think
only
that's fair.
Hutch knows.
Only Hutch knows.
Yeah.
And now us, because Hutch told.
No, not yet. Not
not
yet.
yet.
She hasn't. But let's roll persuade.
Okay.
Yeah, I think persuade's the move.
Okay. So I'm still rolling low, but I have two bumps, or how are you?
Yeah, you're rolling with advantage now. You've moved all the way up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
By bump, you mean not flat
Yes.
into advantage territory.
Yep.
Okay.
Because he wants to believe you.
Right.
Holy moly!
yeah.
So that's 12 on the dice.
He
plus
sure does
persuade,
want to believe you.
13.
We know what, Sach is doing in those couple hours.
Right.
Well, now, I wasn't sure we fully established like what kind of relationship, like you, Nick. What do you want this to look like? Because I think I had made clear that like the Marquis was interested,
Right.
Romantically, just to be totally clear. But he's also aware that there's this power dynamic, and we talked about that a little bit. So, player Nick, how would you like that to shake out?
I am good with it being a romantic relationship.
Okay.
I think that is. I think it makes sense, and I think it's interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's we'll have that kind of in the background. It's that great moment of like having an argument with a new partner and then like getting over it and like, oh, actually, we actually care what each other thinks. You know, like, because you don't argue with somebody when you don't care. You just like, fuck it, whatever, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Like, this is not important to me. Like, I'm arguing because I care what you think. Like, this sucks.
And besides, I want to go on a double date with Signy and Hutch.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry, my apologies. With
No.
Yrsa and Hutch.
Yeah, maybe Signy and Hutch, depending on how this works out.
I was like, I really fucked up. We'll see.
All right. So I think that puts a pretty good wrap on what we're up to. We'll close a couple minutes early tonight.
Okay.
So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for joining us for episode 8 of The Drop here on Happy Jack's RPG. We will be back in 1 week. We're the weekly show. If you want to find our past episodes, you can head over to happyjacks.org/thedrop or /shows for anything and everything that Happy Jacks has ever done. And that's all I have to say about that. So let's say our goodbyes. Let's go reverse order. Michelle. Also, Michelle's a musician.
What a callback.
I'm glad you remembered.
I'm so ashamed.
Is that what's written down here?
Yeah.
Michelle's a musician. He's got it tattooed on his hand.
Yep.
Yeah. My name is Michelle, and I am a musician. I'm on a fantastic podcast called 12-Sided Stories, so give us a listen on your favorite podcast platform. I also do write music, and you can find my music through Plate Mail Games, either on Drive-Thru RPG,
Exactly.
or you can subscribe to all of my music and Wes's sound effects through BattleBards.
It's incredible. Also, if you haven't listened to 12-Sided Stories, you should. They're making D&D fun to listen to. So, I'm just take that as you will. They're a super fun group anyway, and I'm now listening to a D&D podcast. So,
People, you have no idea what a coup that is.
I take that as an extremely high compliment because I know.
Nick?
Hey everyone, I'm Nick. You can find me on Twitter at Sungrowler, should you so desire. Beyond that, I don't have anything else to pitch or let you know about, but when I do, I certainly will.
Awesome. I'll go last. Okay.
Hi, I'm Joey. You can find me on the socials at Feywild85, FEYWILDE85. You can catch me here every Monday. You can catch me on Jason's channel, It's Probably Okay, every Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m., playing Demigod's Media Storm, where I play literally the exact opposite of this character. Still a bit of fuck around and find out, but more responsible fuck around and find out. Capital letters, punctuation.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Clara?
I was just trying to decide if that was appropriate. That was a correct assessment, and I don't know if... Anyway, I am Clara. I'm all over the internet as clearly_golden, unless you're into mermaids, in which case you can find me as mermaid_clarity on Instagram. What Joey said, every Sunday I'm over on It's Probably Okay's channel playing Demigods, where I play Stella, a party oracle. Yeah. And with the world's sharpest elbows. I know that's written in my thing.
Yep.
And then every Monday I'm here. Otherwise, I pop up around the internet all the time doing weird stuff. If you follow me on Twitter, that's usually the best place to figure out what I'm up to. Probably an hour before it happens, and I apologize for that profusely. That should be it, yeah.
I need to say, Clara pitched this Demigods character to me as she's an oracle, and her wisdom is that she's an avatar of the crying girl in the bathroom.
Accurate. And I have held to that.
It's very fun.
I love her so much.
Speaking of demigods, my name's Jason. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at It's Probably Okay. On that channel on Fridays, I have a fun co-stream with my friend Sam DeLev. And on Sundays, we have our demigod stream from 1 to 4 p.m. And we're having a really good time with that. There's some fun stuff. We're building out the media pantheon and a lot of just modern gods and goddess bullshit. So, I mean, that's what the game is. So,
One last thing before we go. For anyone who joined late, I will be replaying our amazing intro video that was done by Bill Roper, who I believe you can find on Twitter at Bill Roper. And he's also looking for commissions. So if you happen to be looking for something for your stream, or just you like his style, give him a heads up. He's a great guy.
Well worth it.
awesome. Yeah. So that's it for us. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.